Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley beat Francesca Hong by less than a percentage point. Establishment Democrats are certainly celebrating this win. They were afraid that a Hong victory would essentially hand the GOP the keys to the governor's mansion in November.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. Crowley takes on the Republican Tom Tiffany. And the race for U.S. Senator in Minnesota.
Progressive Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan defeats Angie Craig in Minnesota's Senate primary. Former NFL sideline reporter Michelle Tafoya, who was backed by President Trump, easily won Minnesota's Republican primary and will take on Flanagan in November.
Fox's Chris DeMeo. Interim South Carolina Senator Darlene Graham reaches a runoff against Congressman Ralph Norman for her late brother's Senate seat. America is listening to Fox News.
At the New Mexico Museum of Space History in Alamogordo, there's no shortage of fun and adventure for the entire family. Explore a wide variety of space-related exhibits, including an interactive space shuttle simulator,
a real moon rock brought back on Apollo 17 by New Mexico astronaut Harrison Schmitt,
rare replicas of the first man-made satellites, Sputnik and Explorer, and the Gargoyle, an early guided missile. Visit the New Mexico Museum of Space History, Alamogordo's premier tourist destination. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 till 5. Sunday, noon till 5. Closed Tuesdays.
What's really going on? Daniel Bellows here, Permian Ford Lincoln, owner of Sanger in Del Paso, Hobbs America! Hey, no, for real, August Super Sale is on. I'm excited to tell you very confidently that we have the best pricing within 500 miles. Bigger than Texas, baby. Check us out online, PermianFord.net. If you can't find what you're looking for, we'll go get it. It's easy.
Permian Ford, Truck Central USA.
Just in time for fair season, it's the Wrangler Buy Two, Get One Free sale at Rig Outfitters and Home Store in the Broadmoor Shopping Center and Mall in Hobbs. Now through August 18th, when you buy 2 Wrangler bottoms, you get 1 free on men's, women's, and youth. It's the perfect time to stock up for fair season or back to school. The Wrangler Buy Two, Get One Free sale on all Wrangler bottoms. Going on now through August 18th. Rig Outfitters and Home Store, 1401 North Turner in the Broadmoor Shopping Center and Mall in Hobbs.
What could possibly live out here is a question you have probably either asked yourself or heard from someone else. The answers are all waiting for you at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Located at the top of the Ocotillo Hills, the Living Desert will take you through a variety of habitats from the Sandhills to the Arroyo, from the Pinyon Juniper Zone, and through the Canyonlands along the 1.3-mile self-guided tour. Features like the Nocturnal Exhibit, a walk through the park, including the aviary and reptile exhibit, will give you a glimpse into the hundreds of species of plants and animals adapted to the arid climate of the Chihuahuan Desert. Don't forget your souvenirs from the Visitor Center at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Open every day except Christmas Day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., with last entrance being at 3:30. Visit livingdesertnm.org or call 575-887-5516 for more information. Paid for by City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
Are you looking for a rewarding career in the oil field? Warrior Technologies is currently hiring. They're looking for experienced CDL drivers, including vac truck drivers and hot oil and pump truck certified drivers. Competitive pay based on your experience. Their benefit package includes medical, dental, and vision insurance. Warrior Technologies, the equal opportunity employer, 575-391-1331. 575-391-1331.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Good morning. The forecast over southeast New Mexico. The temperature readings this afternoon on this Wednesday are reaching for a high temperature of 102 degrees in Roswell, 103 degrees in Carlsbad, Artesia, and 102 degrees in Lovington. The Lovington temperatures will also be hot again tomorrow with high temperatures around 98 degrees with a few clouds. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
Let's take a look at your KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9. The roadways this morning are all running pretty well. Alameda, that's up to speed eastbound near Coors Road, and it does remain a pretty good ride toward North Valley, all the way toward I-25. And no major issues on Paseo del Norte. That's up to speed as well, going eastbound from Coors Boulevard as you head towards 2nd Street, as well as toward I-25. And the eastbound side of I-40 is also a pretty good ride so far from Coors Boulevard around toward I-25. The northbound side of I-25 is up to speed and wide open between Central Avenue and the interchange with I-40. KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9, brought to you by the Ragsdale Law Firm. If you've been injured, call the Luke Ragsdale Law Firm, 575-208-5300, or visit them online at ragsdalelawfirm.com. That's an updated look at KDAZ traffic. I'm Rick Dixon for Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9.
If you're still in bed,
oh, this is not good.
call in sick. We won't tell.
1, 2, 3, here we go.
Welcome to Be in the Breakfast Club. Be in the Breakfast Club being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. The question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply with the largest selection of parts for heavy trucks and semis. Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us. Text line brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer.
Good morning.
I am woman, hear me roar, right?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
Is this a Wednesday? Every Wednesday.
TGI Hump Day, huh?
Hump Day.
You want a show?
Sure, let's start at the beginning.
Well, how do you like this?
No, not that.
You wanted a show? I'm giving you a show. Make it happen. Make it happen. I'll make it happen. Make it happen, Captain.
Oh, I'll make it happen. Always make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
You want a show? I'll give you a show. Ew.
And good morning to you. It is showtime. God bless America. It is already a Wednesday. You know what that means to me? It is jury duty day. Reporting at 8:15. I have to be there. 8:15 this morning. Yeah. Not cool. Not cool. I've asked to be removed. I've asked to be able to go see my mother. But
look,
no.
You would think that when you're the host of a show, I mean, you're not like just some random sidekick. You're the host of a show that's airing at the same time. You would think that they would give you an excuse.
Well,
not to mention, we talked about the fact that you're a member of the media. I mean, the whole thing is pretty stupid.
Yeah, and so I will have to be there at 8:15 this morning. And not only
duty.
Yeah, not only that, I requested that I could be off for 2 weeks starting on Friday, so I could go spend the time with my mother while my sister goes on vacation. And so now we are having to hire somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you know who has to pay for that? Me.
Yeah.
Me. Because I'm the one not showing up. So the whole thing, I want to do my civic duty. I do. But, and I get two rules in life. My wife is worried that I'm going to jail because I have two rules in life. You respect me, I respect you. And I'm feeling like I'm the criminal nowadays. Well, we'll see how this goes. God bless.
Yeah.
Thank God I got some friends at the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Maybe. We'll see.
I think it's going to go well for you.
Yeah, well, we still put the handcuffs on a little more comfortably than they normally would.
Can I get the furry ones?
Yeah.
I like the furry ones. Baseball fan day going on today. IBM PC day. You got to go back. IBM is really the one that started the computer generation. And then Apple stepped in. And this is a way to look back at history and go, if you don't evolve, you're going to get kicked in the teeth. It doesn't matter if you're in radio, doesn't matter if you're in, soft drinks, whatever it is. If you don't evolve, you're going to get kicked in the teeth. Somebody else is going to come up with an idea that's better than your idea, having a 200-pound computer.
Right.
Because that's what it used to be. And then Apple went, wait a second, we can do better than that. We'll give you a 25-pound computer. How much did the first Apple weigh? About 25 pounds?
It was, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like, a laptop or an iPad that we have today, but IBM.
No, not even close.
No. I mean, even the disc that you, they used to have these platter discs that, my dad would have to take those home every day.
Yes.
But in case, business records would, if the station burned, he'd have the disc. A backup to a backup. So today is International Youth Day, Sewing Machine Day, Truck Drivers Day, Vinyl Record Day, and World Elephant Day. Morning show this morning powered by Permian Ford. Check them out today at PermianFord.net. Go by and talk to Daniel this morning. Text line being brought to you by Amigo Machinery. You can find them in Roswell at amigo-machinery.com. Don't forget they've got a big deal going on right now. Whether you're mowing or grading or taking care of your property, you need to have the proven reliability, and that's what you get from Kubota right now. Save up to about $4,500, $4,500, and get 0% financing with Kubota. Go by and talk to Amigo Machinery today. And, of course, the question of the day being brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply and Big Truck Parts. They've got all the big truck parts that you're looking for, Avenue T and Lovington. Question of the day this morning. What is the one thing that you do better than anybody else? So think on that. Chew on that one for just a second. All right, elections last night. Well, it looks like we can breathe a breath of fresh air. There were some socialists that got in, but it wasn't. So what's the difference between a socialist and a progressive? The progressive just hasn't gotten to that point yet of becoming a socialist?
They're just,
I think,
they're just basically they're on the down low, put it that way.
So they're in limbo. They haven't come out of the closet yet. I think
I don't even know if they're in limbo. I think because the progressive's pretty socialist, but I think they just haven't fully said, "I'm a socialist."
Yeah,
They're trying to sneak in still.
Yeah, Hung lost last night, but it's a tight margin. Of course, they're going to do a recount. I'll talk about all of that coming up in just a second. Michelle Tafoya, former ESPN sideline reporter, she gets in on the Republican side for Minnesota. So I'll go through the whole list coming up in a second. New York judge has ordered a anonymous juror to step down in the Luigi Mangione case. Something happened. That case, of course, Luigi killed United Healthcare CEO in Manhattan. I have a serious question. If he gets out of jail, does he get his health care back? I think Judge Judy ought to have this trial. I think the ratings would be awesome. And you know what's even more scary? The women that go to this trial to get a look at him,
that's
gaga.
unbelievable.
It's just crazy. All right, nearly 30,000 pounds of raw beef has been recalled by the federal government. Supposedly did not go through the safety reinspection. The beef was coming from Brazil. The Department of Ag is having a cow right now about this. And I'll ask you this again. Why we got to import beef? We should have more. Well, we demonized, dairies. We demonized, ranches, farms, all of that. And I'm just saying, before you recall that beef, 30,000 pounds, I'll throw it on the grill and try it out. I'll be willing to. I mean, if you give it to me, I'll be willing to try it out.
Look, I mean, anything's gonna, and any germs are not gonna get killed if you cook it hot enough.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Looks like the Sorry Steakhouse in Hollywood, Florida. We talked about this a while back. Guests can experience nude dining at the 5-star steakhouse. $300 a couple, $150 for women, and $250 for single men. Oh, wait, isn't that discrimination?
Yeah. Nudist, pay attention.
Why men are paying more?
Because men are pervs?
Well, probably.
Well, maybe.
Well, probably. I get it. John Hamm and his wife, Anna, are expecting their first baby together. By the way, they met on the Mad Men set, and they got married back in 2023. And Spotify has just added the feature that allows users to skip through some of the podcast ads, which has caused some problems with the revenue department.
Oh, wow.
Now, Joe Rogan is still with Spotify, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's where he is hosted, and they gave him that ridiculous contract.
Yeah, that's where he got the money.
Yeah. So, skipping through the ads, Joe Rogan might not get his money. And, you know, every time a new month rolls around, first thing that comes to mind, all right, whose birthday am I missing? Whose birthday did I forget last month? So, August. If you got anybody in August that's celebrating birthdays, it's their month. Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
Tom A.
Yeah, Tom A. My birthday coming up at the
Patrick's is on the 1st.
on September 1st. Will Rooney is in
August 1st.
September. So,
Will Rooney wins yours. September 13th?
The 2nd.
so we got a bunch of Rooneys that all of a sudden birthdays
Yeah.
in September.
Patrick's on the 16th.
Yeah.
Bennett, he's not a Rooney, but he's close enough.
Yeah.
He's on the 8th.
Yeah. Looks like Deb Holland got some endorsements yesterday. You see who was in town yesterday? Cory Booker.
Wow.
Yeah, I gave her the endorsement, and
no surprise there.
No.
Of course, Corey was there for little Ben Ray.
yeah, they took a picture together. It was awesome, but
Oh, whatever.
this one, not surprising, but any veteran out there, Vietnam veteran, you're maybe a staunch Democrat, and you fought in the Vietnam War. Can you still back Deb Holland after she gets the endorsement from Jane Fonda? And why is it important that Jane Fonda, does she live in New Mexico?
No.
I mean, she might. Maybe she's up there in Taos or something. So, Jane Fonda putting this out yesterday. She has never stopped fighting to protect our public lands, our climate, our communities. And I know she will never stop as the New Mexico governor. Jane Fonda. Treasonous Jane Fonda gives the endorsement yesterday.
Yes. She'll never stop fighting to screw up the New Mexico public lands, just like she did in Washington.
Can you answer a question? How many people work for you? Okay,
Let me check on that. I'll get back to you. I gotta talk to.
No. You got that wrong. Well, somebody will get back to you.
Yeah, somebody will get.
It's not like I'm going to get back to you.
let me tell so and so, and then somebody will tell you. Yeah.
I'm sending dog text messages out. I haven't got the text message from her this morning, but every day I'm getting a text message. So me and my older brother yesterday had a disagreement about Ken Paxton. Following this case, this race in Texas, Tallarico's up by 6. And I simply said that Paxton's not putting out any new information. In fact, he's like the invisible. He's like a Deb Holland. No information. The only time I see a video on X is when he is asking for money. And it's the same video that was posted 8 months ago when he was running against Cornyn and Wesley Hunt. It's lazy. It's out and out lazy. Now, I did see Ted Cruz yesterday coming out saying, look, Texas is at the forefront of everything. And if we allow Tallarico, but you know, the president did wrong. The president made a big mistake when he endorsed Ken Paxton, the good old boy. It's part of the good old boy program, and if there's one thing that Republicans just can't seem to get away from, it's the good old boy program. Ken Paxton, good old boy. But this dude has more baggage than, I don't know, I have to carry when me and the wife are going on an international trip. That's how bad. And I mean, when somebody preaches the word of God and they're banging their administrative assistant or whoever this lady was, and not once, you know, you would say, I have fallen. I messed up. But this went on for years.
I have sinned.
10 years. 10
So
years.
until he got caught?
Yeah.
That was going on until he got caught?
Well, maybe still. No. Still going on today. Him and his wife are getting a divorce.
They're divorced.
And he's still with the chick. But Ken Paxton is a bad candidate. Wesley Hunt would be leading by 6 points instead of losing by 6 points. But we picked the good old boy. And Texas is about to lose that Senate seat, and this will be the first time since 1970s that Republicans lose that stronghold.
What is up with Republicans? And it's not just Texas.
No.
We have the same problem in New Mexico.
New Mexico is a mess.
Where these candidates, I don't know if they're assuming that because Republicans typically are just going to show up for them, that they don't have to work as hard. But they especially in New Mexico, you better be busting your butt for those independent votes.
I tell
and
you
those
what,
crossover Democrat votes. I mean, there are a lot of people in play because even some Democrats know Deb Haaland is a weak candidate. And
so what have you heard a weekly message from Greg Hall?
No.
It's like we're running, and he's going to places to visit people, and we have social media and the radio here to pass the message to the masses.
Well, and let us know. I mean, for God's sake, let us be your mouthpiece. That's what we're here for.
Greg.
I've got 3 of the most powerful conservative radio stations in the state.
Greg Hall was right down the road from us. Did we get a call saying if he can come on the air?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm not bashing
No.
We don't have a power structure in place in the Republican Party. We don't.
If they were talking to us, we would tell them this. Then they get grumpy with us. They get grumpy. I think Greg's been grumpy with Elias several times because Elias has called him out and said, Greg, to his face, Greg, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
We need to do this.
How many months before the election?
But Elias wants it even more. I mean, Elias did talk to David Gallegos yesterday. It was a great interview. And David was just like, well, he's taking the high road, blah, blah. And I'm just like, look, Dave.
There is no time to take the high road.
I get you. But even if you're going to take the high road, you put out videos every day. Saying at least, hey, this is why I'm the man. This is what my accomplishments are. And this is what separates me from Deb.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be personal. You don't have to be ugly.
No.
You just have to point out her flaws.
That's it.
As a potential governor, which is tremendous.
So I feel terrible for the Greg Halls, for Larry Markers, for the Greg Cunninghams, that Republican leadership is in the garbage. It's in the garbage. We haven't been able to climb out, and this all started when we couldn't follow the rules, and a judge had to step in. And after that, we are so much infighting that we can't even get a quorum. We can't get people to get along enough to get a quorum. Instead of saying we're going to get along after the election, then we'll figure it out. But on the federal level, the Republican Party is if it wouldn't be for Trump, we would be in real trouble.
We got enough problems in this state without having to worry about Republican infighting on top of it.
Yep.
We've got an uphill battle no matter what. And now we're fighting ourselves on top of this. This is just the stupidest thing, and it is frustrating. And I don't blame you for wanting to become an independent, B. That's not something I'm doing. But I'm always going to vote for the candidate I think is the strongest.
Sure.
And if they're libertarian or as long as they're a good conservative candidate, that's who gets my vote. But that being said, there's nobody. I mean, other than we have some really good, strong Republican candidates this year.
And
there's been years when it's like, that person kind of blah.
Yeah.
But
we got great candidates.
Yeah,
but we have
across the board.
We have terrible leadership for whatever reason.
There's no support for these candidates.
We have a lot of the state chair should be handling a lot of things day to day to make sure the messaging is going across, and we ain't got nobody because we can't meet for a quorum, and we're going to be in a world of hurt because there's one thing we know about the Democrats. What is that, Will? Two things that they do really well.
Oh, they're going to message and keep on message, on point. They're going to promote.
Yep.
And even if they're putting out little fluff videos of what's your favorite chili, what's your favorite, at least,
top of
mind. They're visible.
Top of mind awareness.
Yep.
And the other thing is they work together, surprisingly.
Well, and that's the other thing. They continue to put out the message, and it's a message that comes from leadership.
Yeah,
and they back that message and they stick together. So those
they get the talking points and they regurgitate them.
Yeah, they run with it. All right, we got a lot of things to get to. Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at La Tienda Thriftway. Find them in Carlsbad. They've got specials going on right now. Whole chickens, 99 cents a pound. Baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound. Also, the round steaks are just $4.99 a pound. And get the sirloin cut pork chops for just $8.39 a pound. Produce department, the extra large seedless watermelons, $6.99 each. Roma tomatoes, 99 cents a pound. White onions, the jumbos, 2 for $1, and then get avocados, 5-count bag for $2.99. Digital coupons, the exclusive ones. Download them today for Pepsi and Mountain Dew. Save $1 off a 12-pack. And right now, they also have Bluebell ice cream, half-gallon for $5.99. Plus, in the deli department, get oven roasted turkey breast for just $8.48 a pound. Roast beef and corned beef for $14.98 a pound. And they've got Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Big Red 12-pack. Get 2 for $11. Download the digital coupons. Check them out today. La Tienda, home of the taco bar, and, of course, home of made-from-scratch tortillas. Hot day today, 102. Very hot for southeast New Mexico. Isolated showers, 10% chance of rain tonight, 73 tonight. 100 coming up for Thursday, Friday, 99. Maybe a little cooler just in time for the weekend. Not much, though. Ruidoso, 30% chance of afternoon showers, 85 for the high. 59 coming up tonight, 20% chance of rain. 30% chance of rain coming up tomorrow afternoon, high 83. And you've got rain in the forecast for the weekend in Ruidoso. In fact, I'm looking at Saturday, 80% chance of the wet stuff. In Albuquerque this morning, 20% chance of afternoon showers, 98 the high, 66 tonight, and then 94 tomorrow. You've got rain, just a slight chance of rain in the forecast for most of the weekend. Want to keep up with the forecast? Go to beandthebreakfastclub.com for more information. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Larry Marker, running against Ben Ray Lujan for Senate. He wants to be your senator, a guy that fights for you, a guy that will continue to fight for New Mexico. Nobody has filed more lawsuits against this governor and against this state for a constitutional overreaches than Larry Marker. And you got to be fairly intelligent to write these lawsuits yourself and be able to file them in district court. That's Larry Marker. That's Larry. And he is a constitutionalist, believes in the Constitution of New Mexico, and believes in the Constitution of the United States. And he is big in the oil and gas industry. I say raised in the oil and gas industry. Started as a, roustabout, all the way up to an independent producer himself. And he believes that New Mexico should be a leader in oil and gas, hydrogen, and nuclear. And, he's going to continue to fight for the people of New Mexico. One thing about Larry, he believes in term limits. He said, give me one term. Give me one term. I'm not there to retire. All I need is one term. I'm encouraging you to go check him out. I'm also encouraging you to give money directly to the candidates. Look, these campaigns do not run on energy alone. They need gas for vehicles. They need advertising dollars. They need money for signs. So give directly to the candidate, LarryMarker.com for more information. Go and check him out today. President Trump sharing the idea that 76-year-old conservative Justice Alito will remain for one more term. Now, we're teetering on, if we don't time this right, and a Democrat gets in office in 2028, and one of our 76-year-olds, they'll be, close to 80 at that point, and they have to retire because of health reasons, then we get another liberal in there. So it's very important that we time this out correctly. Democrats, what happened last night in Wisconsin and in Minnesota? So progressive left wings did win a couple seats. Republicans will be battling them. But one thing for sure is that the Wisconsin governor's race, there will be a recount because hung it very, very close. Now, she is such a socialist communist that she didn't even get the endorsement of AOC and Bernie Sanders. That's how far to the left she is. They refused to endorse her. I have some clips from El Sayed coming up. This guy is not only crazy, but he's kind of scary. Congratulations to Michelle Tafoya, former ESPN reporter. She's a broadcaster. She clinched the Republican nominee for U.S. Senate in Minnesota. She said Minnesota is teetering on maybe going over, completely falling off the cliff. So congratulations going out to Tafoya. And Amy Klobuchar also won the race to become the next governor. Well, I mean, she advances, and we'll see where that goes. All right, GOP members are saying the Epstein probe. The probe, what happened here? We spent all this money investigating. The Truth Commission spent all this money, and did we bury some information? Did we protect Deb Haaland?
Yep.
So the
Took her name right off. Her name right off the report.
So, Truth Commission did not tell the truth. And the crazy thing is, we spent millions of tax dollars, and we just kind of like removed her name.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying she's guilty. I'm not saying she's guilty of anything, but why remove her name? That's a sign of guilt if you remove her name. And, Monica, did you see the gas station offering a 20% discount if you went in there and danced?
I did.
So, New York City gas station found a creative way to ease the pain at the pump. 20% discount if you went in there and danced. And let me just say, a lot of white people in New York cannot dance.
As a matter of fact, when I talked about it, I said, I know I would have danced for it. I know B would have danced for it.
I've been dancing fool. So,
I think that's a pretty neat thing.
Every day I pass the gas stations in Lovington. Every day I say, what the hell?
Yeah.
Still at $3.99. It's like over a month, it's stuck at $3.99.
Yeah.
Hobbs yesterday dropped down to $3.34. So get you some of that.
It's awesome.
I will drive. And you know who that hurts? Gross receipts tax in Lovington. Because people will, to save all that money, that's a big difference. That's crazy.
And then if they already commute to Hobbs, I mean,
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Of
Like,
course
it's
you're
part
going to
of their
fill up
commute.
there.
Yeah.
Yesterday, jury saw a video that what prosecutors say is the former state lawmaker stealing money meant to benefit Albuquerque students. Second week of that federal corruption trial against the former House of Representative, Albuquerque Public School Administrator Cheryl Williams Stapleton, who was accused of funneling millions of taxpayer dollars into her pocket. So the video shows Stapleton retrieving a check from a P.O. box belonging to her co-conspirator, and she's accused of funneling that money directly into her pocket. Now, if she was a Republican, would we hear more about this story? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she's got 37 federal counts against her. And part of the reason that she's been charged federally. Sad story to report this morning. 2 middle school students in Florida, 13 and 14 years old, allegedly conspired to commit armed robbery with homemade weapons. Officials first received the tip in April that the boys were communicating via telegraph using homemade weapons to commit crimes. 14-year-old home, they uncovered homemade firearms, explosive material, makeshift handcuffs, and tactical vests. 13 and 14-year-olds. You know, when I was 13 and 14-year-old, I was looking to see if my dad had any Playboy magazines, not thinking about robbing somebody.
Facts.
We'll go to the text up next. Powerball tonight. You see how much it is?
No.
$975 million.
Lord.
8th largest game in the history of the game.
Golly.
So how much would you get if you take the cash?
It's $978 million?
Yeah. Five.
I'd get about 500.
Well, 422 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, according to the lottery. Now that I would think that's before tax.
Golly.
So,
Still.
Will Rooney, you taking the cash lump sum, or are you taking the annuity?
Yeah, I'm taking the annuity and I'm putting it in a trust for my kids.
Yeah, I would have to talk to somebody and think about that. Which way am I going to go?
I would definitely get the full advice from a professional before I made the decision.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's where I'm leaning.
Yeah.
You're just leaving a lot of money on the table just to say, I want it now.
Yeah.
You know, because these people think, oh, I can never go through it. Oh.
Yeah, I bet you could. Yeah, history says you could.
Well, Rooney's like, I know a lot of stations for sale.
But I mean, think about all the people that have won and showed up broke.
You're right.
Yeah, because they went through it. Grass fire in 62-180 yesterday near Smith Road Lane caused the highway to close down yesterday. Do not have an update on that. And the Babylon Bee, Will, you talked about the Babylon Bee. Well, they are suing New Mexico over the law requiring AI disclaimers on political satire. So there is a law, HB 182, it passed in 2024, saying that you must say it's political satire. Only on political humor. Only on political. I think this, I mean, if you're going to do it for one, you should do it for everything. And then, you know, at some point, shouldn't we be smart enough to know what is a joke and what's not a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every time we ask that, I look at all the people.
Well, you're
like
right.
our buddy Oilfield Liberal, who said "blue wave" in the text line.
Blue wave.
I think you know some of these people have got to be
smarter
than that.
Let me just ask this.
Yeah.
you like a job in the oil field? I'm just serious.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I know the whole thing, old-field liberal, that just the oxymoron there. It's like you realize that Deb Haaland's coming for your job, right, bro?
Yeah,
Bro,
I mean, it's pretty sad.
I get your resume polished up.
Yeah, you better. You get that job at Walmart ready to go.
I agree.
Because that's about all that'll be left. So get that done. All right, Ken Paxton yesterday. We talked about Ken Paxton in Texas. And if there's one thing Ken Paxton should not be doing at this point is mentioning God in any speech he does. I just, you have proven time and time again, and I think we can all fall. We can all fall. But give it a break, bro. Here's Ken Paxton, and people booed him because they were like, what about your girlfriend? Listen.
He also said that you cannot be a Christian and support the oil and gas industry. Now, I think that's in Leviticus, I think. If you can help me with it, I'm looking, but that's where I'm guessing. And then, of course, he's big fans of
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good look, and he's a weak candidate, and a lot of these weak candidates do not know how to handle that.
Look, man, people do not like him.
No.
And that's why we have someone like Talafrico getting as close as he is.
Yep.
And it's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, look, yes, if I'm a Texas resident, I'm voting for Ken Paxton.
Yeah, me
gritted
too.
Teeth.
Yeah.
Through gritted teeth. Here's the beauty of the thing in New Mexico. We have good candidates that I'm proud to support.
But
we just don't have messaging to let people know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think that not just speaking for a conservative New Mexican, if I were in Texas and morally I couldn't bring myself to vote for Paxton, I'd just sit out because there's no way in hell I'd vote for Talarico. No way.
Well,
and I think that might be the reason
no vote for
that
Paxton
he
is a
gets a little
vote
further.
for Talarico.
That's right. That's
B's
exactly right.
So you're immediately giving it over to Talarico.
Yeah.
Because every Dem is going out there and voting for the freak.
Yeah, and the good old boy Republicans are, the president made a mistake. And let me just say this much. When I say the president made a mistake, it doesn't mean I don't back the president.
Sure.
We got a text yesterday. We'll send a message out yesterday about somebody talking about, well, you finally wake up to Epstein. And that, I said I don't blindly I'm not ever going to blindly back somebody. I back the president. There's only one person or one thing I back, and that's our Savior, Lord Jesus Christ, blindly. But I support the president. He is a human being. He makes mistakes sometimes. Is he better than Kamala Harris? Hell yeah. I voted for him 3 times. So don't get twisted when I say I'm not going to blindly back somebody. Who would blindly back anybody? And then we find out that they did something terrible. And are you still going to support them? Absolutely not.
Well, but God love these folks. Some of these people who are just diehard. I know contradicting what I said earlier about having some of the most powerful conservative voices. I'm talking about for New Mexico, okay? But what we say here on this little New Mexico area is not going to affect Donald Trump.
No, in the least bit. In the least
not even
bit.
we can't even touch the meter there,
Yeah,
guys.
in the least
so
bit.
It's it's not hurting anybody.
No.
And there again, asking questions does nothing but strengthen a candidate and
Amen.
our position.
Amen.
It doesn't hurt us. It doesn't hurt him.
No, at all. All right, we're going to talk about a Massachusetts man that's set to be released, even though he sexually assaulted an elderly woman, and he's in the country illegally. Shots fired in an apartment complex yesterday. We'll talk about that in Albuquerque and Las Cruces. New Mexico senators are going to hold a listen session about Project Jupiter. We'll dive into that. And President Trump suing multiple states. I'll tell you what that's about. Morning show this morning made brought to you by Fusion Medical Spa, 1034 Meacham Drive in Ruidoso. Hey, if you're hurting this morning, knees, back, shoulder, whatever it is, call them for a free telephone consultation. You can speak to Dr. Rath on the telephone. He can recommend some of the procedures that they offer. And they also are offering Botox for $11 a unit administered by an RN. Allergy injection, $65. No appointment necessary. Just show up to receive them. And they're offering red light therapy and cryotherapy for just $30 per session. Give them a call, 575-2574-SPA or 1034 Meacham Drive, Ruidoso. Monica and the text.
Damn it, Daniel says gas is $3.72 in Tatum. And Big Rick said, I did my part and voted, and now we need the candidates to do their part and lead. In Maldemar, unleaded is still $4.65. And Batty Bird said, if you have to explain a joke, you're speaking to the wrong audience. Our Teacher Breakfast Club fan said, most politicians all have a side chick. And David from Roswell said, New Mexico is the land of the unknown, or a side dude, Artesia. New Mexico is the land of the unknown. That's what most people in the United States think of the state, like it or not. Roy said, good morning, Breakfast Club. What is Monica going to do work-wise? It's a secret. Gretchen said it's $3.89 in Hobbs this morning. Mario B says it's
It was
$3.98.
$3.34 yesterday. I was in Hobbs.
I think, what part, Gretchen? What part of Hobbs? Because someone just said $3.98 in Lovington, $3.34 in Hobbs.
Yeah, I'll look up gas, buddy, right now.
Joe says, good morning, Breakfast Club. Have a great day. The realist texter said, what I see is going on with America is the American people are so brainwashed into do what I say, not what I do, that the American people have forgotten that politicians work for the American people. And until we stand up and take back the country, all of this bullcrap is going to continue. Americans need to grow some balls and really remind all of these politicians of their place. Until that happens, I'm sorry, all this crappy government is going to continue to just be real.
So, Monica, Hobbs, Murphy, 334, Swift Stop, 334, Phillips, 334, Alon, 337. So, you want it, go get it.
Cole Hanlon said, I'm an Olympic champion procrastinator. And to get out of paying the extra for being a male at the restaurant, you just have to identify as a woman.
I guess so.
Where can you find a list of people who voted for abortion? I don't think you can.
Like abortion, like when it was voted on, abortion at birth, voted on like 2 years ago, 3 years ago in New Mexico. You could probably look that up on the state website. Go to the Secretary of State, or no, not Secretary of State. It would be legislature.gov.
Chingon said, I wouldn't say I'm better than anyone else at anything, but I'm very average at everything, even the stuff I've never done. And Texas Mechanic said, I couldn't bring myself to vote for neither Cornyn or Paxton in the first primary or runoff. I felt neither one deserved my vote. If I have to vote for Paxton in November, I will, but he is a flawed candidate.
He is.
Wesley Hunt would be running away with this right now.
Wesley would be kicking ass.
Let's see.
And you know what that's about? You know why Wesley Hunt did get the endorsement? Will, you know why? Because he went against the power players in Washington, D.C. They told him not to run, and he ran anyway. So it's a punishment.
Dawn says, tell me one thing David has done for this part of New Mexico. Everybody needs to look at this. Dawn, I don't think that he's a David Gallegos fan. That's what
David Gallegos has done a lot for New Mexico.
I know.
For Southeast New Mexico, his district.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but I mean, we need every Republican voice in New Mexico just to try to combat what the Democrats are doing. And if they get the supermajority this time, we can just say goodbye.
Yeah. Oilfield Liberal said blue wave. Smokey says, good morning, you guys. To my butthead, love ya. And gas just jumped up from 417 to 457 in Arizona. It's BS. What the?
That's crazy.
Jason said, hey, Will, my apologies. I figured out it's my AirPods that didn't work correctly when he was messaging you about Unfiltered.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad you figured it out.
David from Roswell Marketing, Branding, Oh my, said the Republican Party of New Mexico. Mike from Edgewood says AM, FM, and streaming.
Yep. It's
Okay.
all he's talking about KDAZ being off. We just lost it. And in fact, I lost connection with everything in Albuquerque except for the TV. So we're still on TV, but I'm not sure what in the world is going on. Maybe 4th Street went down. I'll keep looking.
By the way, go to beinthebreakfastclub.com and find out where you can stream the show.
B, today, why don't you tell him that you don't believe in the justice system and you won't have a biased opinion? It got me out of it.
Well, most cases I've already settled on what my opinion is.
Big Country Baby says, good morning. Hey, B, tell them you're you're a huge proponent of jury nullification, even above orders of the judge, as those are unconstitutional. Look it up. You're welcome, he said. It doesn't matter if they're both Democrats, said the Sooner fan. And speaking of politicians, at the fair last week, when the 4-H kids were selling day sheets, one of them approached Mr. Pettigrew to sell one. When he asked if he would like to purchase a day sheet, he replied that he didn't support ag anymore. Is this true?
No.
Randy, if you're listening,
Randy was one of the buyers at the sale. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
There again. I mean, and just a random text. And look, can he support every kid that walks up to him asking for money? No, but that's not realistic.
Yeah.
But just to assume, like B said.
Yeah. I don't believe that. All right, let me get to the text of the day, the tweet of the day this morning, being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd. Roswell, homegrown and proud of it. Western wear, feed for your animals, certified Purina dealer, trailers, tank, fencing material, anything you need if you're living on a farm or ranch, 1105 East 2nd. Roswell, also you can find them in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. Charlemagne the God trying to pressure Dana White into saying bad things about Trump. Dana White's like, my friendship with Donald Trump it's 50 years old. The friendship. It's older than Charlemagne. Well, I don't know how old Charlemagne is, but listen to the conversation.
See, I'm closer to him, too, and I see all the good things that he does that a lot of people, either don't see or don't want to see.
But tariff inflation has increased the price of household goods, increased utility bills because household electricity costs have gone up 9%. The failure to extend the Affordable Care Act has fucked up people's health care. Everyday working class people who support your sport are hurting.
You're never going to have a president that sits in the White House that everybody approves 100% of everything they do, and not everything is always going to be perfect. You're going to have some things that work out great and a lot of things that don't. It's no different than running a business or any other thing. Nobody's ever going to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, I agree.
When they're the president of the United States.
But can you tell your friend when he's...
Yeah, we talk about a lot of things, but I don't try to get into...
You like everything he's doing?
Like I just said, you're never going to agree with everything. But, as a friend, I'm not going out there. And he and I have never, other than the first 2 UFC events, nothing with us is transactional.
So your relationship with Trump is bigger than business. It's actually personal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So Dana White is one of those guys that goes in the studio and bangs on the desk.
Wow.
Greg Cunningham actually was on TBM. TBM, what does that stand for? The
TBN?
TB. It's I
Turner
thought it was,
Broadcasting Network?
No, I thought it was something Christian.
Yeah, TBN.
Yeah,
The
TBN.
Turner Broadcasting Network.
So anyway, Greg Cunningham was on. Here's what he had to say about New Mexico and the people of New Mexico.
We help the people of New Mexico and affect positively the people of New Mexico. And my hope is that people see God's light shine through me, and that they see that if God can do that for that man, just being obedient, he can do the same for me.
Yeah.
To hope to inspire people was that man was broken and humbled himself at the feet of our Savior. And our Savior stood him back up, pushed him back into the fight, and look what happened. And I want people to get back up and get in the fight.
Greg Cunningham on TVN. That was, I think it aired last night. Of course, it was pre-recorded.
I apologize. It's the Trinity Broadcast Network.
Broadcast Network.
Yes.
There you go. Trinity Broadcast Network. El Sayed in Michigan, very upset with Mike Roger. Listen to what he said about Mike Roger. And, this guy is full of himself.
Well, he's decided that he wants to focus on my name. My 11-letter first name. Now, Mike, I'm just going to remind you, if you don't know how to say the name, keep the name out your damn mouth. Or just call me Abdul. But I got some opinions about his name. See, it's very fitting for him, Rogers. Because that's his answer every time a corporation or Donald Trump tells him to do something. Mike, we need you to put a data center in the backyard. Roger. Mike, we need you to hike their prescription drug prices. Roger. Mike, we need you to rubber stamp this war we shouldn't be fighting. Roger. Mike, and this one's Donald Trump. I need you to lick these boots. Roger.
Yeah, that's what you get in Michigan. And I did find the clip of him talking about he hates fireworks. Fireworks. He hates America. Let's just say he hates football. Yeah. He hates everything that this country is based on.
Oh, yeah.
But the scary part is, obviously, the guy's a good speaker.
He is.
Obviously, he's charismatic.
Yes.
And those messages that are being, all of that is cloaking the fact of this, what they're actually pushing.
Right.
Which is Islam and socialism.
He's there every day with a video coming out.
Well, kudos to Greg Cunningham, because at least he's doing
he's
something
doing
in this
stuff,
state
but
to be front and center.
The way you ran a campaign 30 years ago is not the way you run a campaign today. No. Putting out, 1,000 mailers it's just not the way a campaign.
Look,
it's not the way people live their life.
And I'm sorry. I know politicians, listen to me. If you're listening to me right now, I know that all of your consultants are telling you need to do this with the mailers.
They might be getting paid.
They are only telling you that because the return for them is so humongous.
Self-serving.
It's all about them. Do not do it.
Do not fall into it.
Social media.
Yeah.
Regular media. And guess what? We have one of the most inexpensive ways to get out to the candidates right here.
So
use us.
Jump on board. Here's El Sayed talking about fireworks, football, you name it.
And so I guess on that side, like I think about it, I'm out there hitting somebody, trying to hit them harder than they hit me, recognizing that both of us are at risk of injury, all because we got to tell ourselves that we're stronger, faster, more powerful. And, let alone, and like in our own lives, it has destructive consequences, let alone what that tells us about what our country does, right? You think about all the wars that we fight abroad, all of the sordid history of oppressing other people in the name of this American idea, right? Whether it was, quote, Manifest Destiny and destroying Native Americans, or it was the transatlantic slave trade where, folks who, quote, founded this country on the backs of Native folks that they destroyed, then captured people in slavery.
One thing that really ticks me off is people from other countries coming to this country and talking crap about us.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about all of the bad stuff. And I'm not saying there wasn't bad stuff.
Well,
right.
But as a whole, is America better or worse than every other country in the world?
And if so, why did your family come here if it's so bad? Why did your family? You know where slavery is still going on today? In the Middle East.
Yes, where they're from.
And in Africa.
Yeah.
Still going on today.
Other than the human trafficking that is only being allowed because of our porous border that was created under the Biden administration.
These people. these people. All right, looks like a Pakistani delivery driver was charged with raping a elderly woman in Boston. The Pakistani migrant charged with sexually assaulting the elderly woman, wheelchair-bound woman in Boston, is likely to be released by the state under sanctuary laws. Now, ICE has said, hold him. His name is Kastar Ali, 39 years of age, went to deliver the woman her medication, and he sexually assaulted her. She's 80 years old. He committed rape. He should be deported back to Pakistan. But instead, they're going to release him into the public. Yep. Shots fired at an apartment complex on Wednesday, or Tuesday afternoon, I should say. Albuquerque Police Department responded to reports of the apartment complex and shots fired right off of Coors Boulevard. They are still looking for the shooter. New Mexico senators will hold a listening session in Doña Ana County to debate Project Jupiter and the data center. Now, Texas has put a hold on data centers. So they're going to do a pause on data centers, but they're going to look into the data center Project Jupiter. I don't know what the state senators can do because the deal was signed before they actually did public input. Yeah. The commissioners signed the deal. Now, let me ask you this much. Everybody wants to blame Republicans for these AI centers and data centers. Doña Ana County, is that Republican stronghold or Democrat stronghold? Help me out here.
Democrat.
Oh, okay. I had to pause for a second. President Trump's DOJ suing New York, Connecticut, and Vermont for giving state tuition to illegal aliens. Those lawsuits went out yesterday. And testimony beginning in the trial against a man accused of that fatal crash in Albuquerque. 19-year-old Ezekiel Torres was speeding on San Mateo, ran a red light, hit and killed Christopher Stafford, who was on a motorcycle. Torres was going 75 miles an hour when he hit that young man. And Iran is shuffling military leaders, saying they are prepared for a prolonged confrontation with the United States. So they are shifting their military leaders. And police are investigating a crash with injuries in Santa Fe that happened yesterday about 6:49 p.m. on San Francis Boulevard. Non-life-threatening injuries. And the FBI is getting involved into that murders in Roswell. So 3 murders in Roswell that they're looking at. Now, these 3 murders were all homeless individuals. And there are some people in Roswell that are saying that there's more than 3. There are more than 3 homeless individuals that have lost their life. But the FBI is opening an investigation. If you have more information, all you have to do is call the FBI. Just go to tips.fbi.gov. That's being handled in Albuquerque out of the FBI office in Albuquerque. And I don't know if you saw the Democrats very upset yesterday over the president switching planes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this dates back to July 8th. So he actually got on board Air Force One, got off via a catering truck, got on the smaller plane, and now they're saying, well, he left the reporters on the other plane. What if they would have been shot down?
Sorry.
Isn't that what they signed up for?
Well, not only that.
I don't think that they were left in the dark. I think that that's made up. There's no way.
No, I think they were left in the dark.
I disagree.
And then
no, I don't. I think if you tell the media, then you might as well just,
Correct.
Hey, by the way, he just waved and got on another plane. I mean,
and then he got back.
Media.
Yeah, he got back on the plane when it landed. Another truck came up and he got back on the plane, and they were like, "Where you been?" Oh, I was, taking a nap or whatever. I mean, it's a long flight, but You know, the most important thing is the safety to our president. That's it. Most important thing. All right, we're going to hear from Joaquin Jeffries. We'll take a break. We'll keep you updated with everything going on. Monica, we haven't done the price of oil yet. Being brought to you by Adam Oakey. Adam Oakey, born and raised in New Mexico, grew up on the streets of New Mexico, fought his way back. Now he uses his training, tenacity, and energy to fight for others. Look, he is a lawyer. He's a fighter. He's a New Mexican. And if you've been injured, no fault of your own, and you need help, Adam Oakey is going to make sure you get the compensation you deserve. Personal injury cases, yes, he can help you. He takes pride in going against the insurance companies and the big corporations. Give him a call, 505-433-4953 for personal injury, family law, criminal law, OakeyLawOffice.com.
West Texas Intermediate is $83.18 a barrel. Brent crude is coming in at $88.66 a barrel, and natural gas $2.81.
All right, we're going to get to Monica and the text coming up next. KWMW Maljamora 105.1 FM, KWES 93.5 in Rio Doso, Conservative Talk ABQ, KDAZ AM 700, FM 96.9. Also on TV this morning at KNMQ 20.1, Albuquerque, Santa Fe TV. And, of course, we're on YouTube, X, we're on Facebook. We're on, where else are we on? Rumble. Make sure and go subscribe, like, and comment. And we're still hanging in there. Still below 1,000 this morning. Want to win the Atlas Maker Mirror Pocket Mirror? Become the 1,000th subscriber right now. Just go subscribe to the YouTube. Monica and the text will get to you next. Joaquin Jeffries. Joaquin.
Big Rich
Jeffries
says, on my vacation trip, multiple people would ask me where I was from. I'd tell them from New Mexico. They'd say, how is it living in Mexico? That's happened to me too.
Yeah, me too.
After I'd just tell people I'm from Texas. Most people don't even know that we exist in New Mexico. Smokey says, B, there's not murders anymore. They're late-term abortions. Forget deporting that POS that raped the 80-year-old lady. Just put a bullet in his head and guaranteed to never rape another person again.
Can you imagine letting somebody out of jail that rapes an 80-year-old woman? Wheelchair bound.
You know, there was a guy who did that, I remember, to an elderly lady in
You're
Hobbs.
sick. You're sick.
And he got out. And he was in church. Yeah. I'm just saying. In Eunice, we have to get our mail in post office boxes. And when the mailers come in, the trash cans are full.
Yep. Go look at them.
Cool Hand Lynn said, how many days till Tom's birthday? I don't remember Tom's birthday.
31st.
Okay. David from Roswell, back to the yard sign comment. He said, look to Oregon for the supermajority example. A lot of politicians in New Mexico currently are from Oregon. It's a revolving door. Okay, maybe. Jeffro says, why does Saeed sound like Obama? Damn Muslim.
On purpose.
And Saint Angry agreed. It is the Trinity Broadcasting Network. Andy and Hobbs says, can we get some volunteers to help the oil-filled liberal remove his cranium from his rear? He really needs some fresh air.
Can you imagine working with that guy in the oil
Oh,
field?
God, no. I doubt he has any friends. Well, he probably does, but they're probably ones that agree with him. I just filled up in Hobbs at the first station you come to on the Lovington Highway, 389. Every fuel station from there to the Carlsbad Highway is 389.
Really?
And Uncle Mike says, Kevin, 7 times 70. We sin every day, all of us, in one form or the other. Matthew 7, 3-5. Not condoning Paxton's behavior. I agree, Uncle Mike. Lillian. Oh, that was yesterday. J-Dub sent a picture of the Phillips 66 on Millen and Grimes. It's 389. So did it jump back up, you guys?
I'm telling you, because I filled up.
He has to be a safety guy in the oil field. Nobody likes them. Aww. Oil field liberal equals an oxymoron, says B from Roswell. Jal Patriot says gas in Odessa yesterday was $3.19. Jal is still at $3.85. And Gene going said, if they said 20 cents off for singing, but add 20 cents if you can't sing, would you sing? Heck yeah, I'm getting my niece to sing. And that, if that's the case, she'll get us free gas. Gas and Eunice, $3.76. And I'm not going to say the other part that Monica Hader said. Monica's first female fan said, I heard you guys mention on yesterday's show that Monica's leaving. I am so sad. Why is she leaving the show? I love having a woman on the show.
Well,
I'm a woman,
we're looking
not a
for a
creepy man,
clone.
by the way.
We've got
Hey,
Dr.
maybe-
Fauci in the lab.
Maybe you could be my replacement, first female fan. Get with Will Rooney. Will Wooney. And that's it for the text line. B.
All right, Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries talking about illegals. Sounds like he's backing illegals, maybe voting. Listen to what he had to say yesterday.
And where we know there's no ability by these immigration officials or private companies to behave in a manner consistent with American values, and that certainly is the case at Delaney Hall, that Delaney Hall needs to be shut down. And that will remain a high priority for us until it takes place.
You know, if Democrats cared about Americans as much as they care about illegals, we'd probably be a better country. And see, this is the bigger problem. Democrats create the problem, and then they want everybody to fix the problem.
They don't want the problem fixed. Let's make no mistake. They enjoy illegal immigration because all they want is people to vote for them, to rubber stamp them into office because of, if you want free stuff, if you want to stay in this country for free and enjoy what we're giving you that we allowed you to get because we opened the border for you, please keep voting blue.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, we're going to talk about President Trump teasing emergency action on the voter ID. 1/3 of U.S. counties are maternity care deserts. I'll tell you what that means. And the House Democrats proposing sweeping CYFD overturns in the next legislative session. And if you're a Texas Tech Red Raider, I'm going to feed the fire when we come back. Joey McGuire talking about nobody wants to play him. That's why they're playing the easiest schedule. It's like, I think, 71st when it comes to strength of schedule.
Oh, wow.
But, they don't pick who they play.
Right.
To a certain degree. So, but he said he went after Texas A&M. I'll tell you the rest of the story coming up in just a second. 712. We're being on the Breakfast Club Morning Show this morning, being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew, reminding you the governor continues to attack our way of life. She continues to fight our businesses. I mean, the restrictions on our oil and gas industry, trying to choke it off or at the same time drain every penny they can get. Randy Pettigrew reminds you that he is a conservative, and he'll go to Santa Fe and be a conservative voice, not just some days, but every day. Look, he's in District 61. If you're in District 61, he needs your help. He needs your support. Go check him out online at randallpettigrew.com for more information. Message paid for it by Randy Pettigrew. Make sure and sign up for that newsletter. All right, Monica, let's get to the thought for the day. Thought for the day being brought to you by Wakefield Oil since 1983. Serving Southeast New Mexico. Value, quality products, no hidden fees, no radius fees, no distance fees. The only thing they charge you, the price of fuel and tax. They work with big companies, small companies. They're one of the last independent producers out there that gets out there and delivers oil and gas products every day. DEF, oil, fuel, whatever it is you need, they deliver it. Family owned and operated, and they're located right here in Southeast New Mexico. Check and see if the company you're dealing with right now, where they're incorporated. Is it New York City, Arkansas? God forbid that your money is leaving the state. Get in touch with Wakefield Oil, 575-622-4160. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield.
In honor of B getting chosen for jury duty, this is the thought of the day. I got jury duty, and I can't even read. I'm so excited.
I'm telling you, I'm going to be very excited. All right, we're coming right back. I got to leave here at about 8. 7:15, we're going to come back. We're going to get to a bunch of things before I hit the door. Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at La Tienda in Pecos, Texas. Check them out today. Download the digital coupon today. Savings going on throughout the store. And all you have to do is check them out today. And savings going on right now. They've got the boneless, skinless thighs on sale. They've got additional savings going on right now, like the whole chicken for 99 cents a pound. Plus, they got the sirloin cut pork chops for $1.39 a pound. Round steak for $4.99 a pound. Baby back ribs for $2.99 a pound. Seedless watermelons, the extra large watermelons are $6.99 each. Roma tomatoes, 99 cents a pound. Also get the Haas avocados. Get them right now for $2.99, 5-count bag. Download the digital coupons. You're going to save additional money. And in the deli department right now, roast beef, corned beef, and they've got more for $14.98 a pound, plus oven roasted turkey breast for $8.48 a pound. And Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Big Red, 2 12-packs for $11. Make sure and check the digital coupons. Download them today and check them out today. And you can save big time in Pecos, Texas, at La Tienda. It's already 16 minutes after the hour of 7. We're beyond the Breakfast Club.
News this hour is being brought to you by C&M Electric of Lovington, offering commercial and residential services in Southeast and South Central New Mexico with over 30 years of experience. C&M Electric LLC of Lovington, offering commercial and residential services in Southeast and South Central New Mexico. Whether it's oil field, agricultural, industrial, automation, and alarm systems, they also offer panel fabrication and power line work. C&M Electric provides generator rentals and shore power light towers, as well as small to large temporary power distribution centers for drilling, frac, and workovers. Call the experts at C&M Electric today and rest assured that there is no job too big or too small for them to handle. Call 575-396-2692. C&M Electric LLC, licensed, bonded, and insured with over 30 years experience.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. The Chavez County Sheriff's Department, Roswell Police Department, and FBI are asking for the public's help in 3 recent homicide investigations. Kent Hoffman's body was found in the Hondo River Channel on June 14th. Andrew Lujan Huerta was found in the same channel on July 14th. And Carl Afsprung was found 10 miles east of Roswell on July 29th. Anyone with information is asked to call 800-225-5324 or visit tips.fbi.gov. And 2 members of the New Mexico Truth Commission are raising concerns over how the panel's first interim report was handled. Representatives Andrea Reeb and Bill Hall say they were shocked to learn the final report left out mention of Democratic gubernatorial candidate Deb Haaland's September 2014 flight aboard an Epstein-connected airplane. Reeb and Hall say all 4 commission members agreed on August 4th to include the flight with Haaland, which was verified through documents released under the Federal Epstein Files Transparency Act. But the reference was removed without their knowledge before the report's release the next day. Reeb said, "The commission is supposed to be about finding the truth, wherever that leads." And Albertsons parent company is recalling nearly 60 store-made products over possible salmonella contamination. The United Family says the products all contain pico de gallo, made with jalapenos linked to Ron's Homestyle Foods. Some of the affected items were sold at Albertsons, Albertsons Market, and Market Street stores in New Mexico. If you've purchased any of these products, return them for a refund or throw them away. A link to the full list is in the news section on our website. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Let's take a look at your KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9. The eastbound side of Alameda is getting a little bit busier. There are some brief delays approaching Coors Road, and delays are forming after that into toward North Valley, approaching 2nd Street as well. After that, though, you're still trouble-free and moving well toward I-25. I-25 going south is trouble-free, approaching the interchange with Alameda. Beyond that, you're slowing gradually after Jefferson Street in toward Montgomery Boulevard, and you'll find delays also getting gradually heavier on eastbound I-40 near 12th Street as you head in toward the ramp to go north onto I-25 itself. KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9, brought to you by the Ragsdale Law Firm. If you've been injured, call the Luke Ragsdale Law Firm, 575-208-5300, or visit them online at ragsdalelawfirm.com. That's an updated look at KDAZ traffic. I'm Rick Dixon for Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9.
Hear ye, hear ye. Step back in time for the time of your life at the 5th Annual Cabin City Renaissance Festival. Bigger than ever before. Bring the whole family for a weekend of pure magic, merriment, and unforgettable adventure. Witness thrilling armored combat and spectacular brand new performances. Feast on bountiful food and drink as you explore multiple stages of non-stop entertainment and discover unique treasures from over 100 artisan vendors. Don't miss the grandest event of the season, September 25th and 26th at the Carlsbad Beach Park. Advertisement paid for by the City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
Hi, this is Sean Dosh, first Vice Chair of the Republican Party of Lincoln County, inviting you to one of our most anticipated events of the year, the 2026 Lincoln Reagan Dinner on Saturday, August 29th at the beautiful Inn of the Mountain Gods in Mescalero. Join fellow conservatives for an unforgettable evening featuring nationally recognized speaker Christian Hodges, whose inspiring message of faith, freedom, and the future of America is energizing audiences across the country. You'll also hear from New Mexico's Republican gubernatorial nominee, Greg Hull, and Lieutenant Governor nominee, David Gallegos, as we unite to steer New Mexico in the right direction. The evening begins with the VIP reception and social hour, followed by dinner and the program. Seats and sponsorships are going fast, so reserve your table today by calling Rhonda Vincent at 575-937-1475 or visit rplcnm.org for tickets and event information. We look forward to seeing you August 29th at the Lincoln Reagan Dinner, because together we're building a stronger future for New Mexico.
Paid for by the Republican Party of Lincoln County.
You keep America running. Now it's time to celebrate you. Oilfield workers, bring your friends and family to the Great American Energy Comeback Tour, Monday, August 17th from 12:30 to 4 at the Busch Convention Center in Midland. Enjoy barbecue, entertainment, and a celebration of the people powering America with special guest U.S. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright. Register at permianpartnership.org/energy rally. Paid for by the American Petroleum Institute.
Now hiring. SDR Enterprises of Hobbs is looking for experienced haul truck, back truck, and belly dump drivers to join their team. Apply in person at 3901 South Eunice Highway in Hobbs or visit SDREnterprisesLLC.com for details and application information. SDR Enterprises is an equal opportunity employer with strong family values. From dirt work and hydrovac services to hot oiler, trucking, environmental work, hauling materials, and right-of-way seating, SDR proudly serves homes, ranches, and businesses across southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Need dependable service? Call 575-393-8420. That's 575-393-8420. SDR Enterprises, built on family values and driven by quality.
The current fight for the Republican Party in New Mexico is hard. They're up against organizations like Emerge New Mexico and progressive liberals, moderate Democrats, and even some Republicans whose goals are to control your way of life, demonize oil and gas, grow the government, all while taking away your parental and constitutional rights. Randall Pettigrew is a constitutional conservative ready to battle them all. Get passionate, get involved, set your destiny. Stop allowing others to control you. If you're a constitutional conservative who wants to be informed, sign up for Randy's email updates at his website, RandallPettigrew.com. That's Randall, R-A-N-D-A-L-L, Pettigrew, P-E-T-T-I-G-R-E-W.com.
Great career opportunities are waiting for you now at Eddy County. They're always hiring for certified and uncertified EMTs and firefighters, as well as certified deputy sheriffs. And Eddy County has an immediate need for a staff accountant, a fire administrative assistant, a procurement administrator, a DWI community outreach and wellness coordinator, an SO evidence technician, safety officers, and a light equipment operator. Detailed job specifications and applications are available at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
Your morning show powered by your Ford dealer. Be in the Breakfast Club being powered by Permian Ford. You don't have time to read the articles? We'll give you a synopsis of what's going on.
He went in the witness protection program.
Now, back to the show. Be in the Breakfast Club.
Does his mother know about this?
This is not headline news. A new app will let a person send messages after they die. Now you tell us, said many prisoned spouses who have been on Dateline. A Free Willy reboot is in the works. This time, instead of a whale, it'll star Louis C.K. A traveling exhibit of props from Star Wars launches next year. And the year after, there'll be another tour of props that were digitally added. And a posthumous Jimmy Buffett album will feature new songs. Fingers crossed one of them will be an ode to Beats Life featuring a calypso drum. This is not headline news.
It is already 7:25. I did just see Greg Hall put out a video. I shared it. It was about 17 hours ago, but it was on one of those conservative red. So I just looked on Greg Hall for New Mexico, which is the official site, Greg Hall for New Mexico, and all I see is pictures. Pictures from meet and greet from Hobbs, pictures from Jow. And I will say it again, pictures are great. They're great to look at. You know what's better? Video.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in Jow right now. Check this out. This is what's going on. Video, messaging, so much better.
Right.
So, but I did find a video. I'll have some excerpts of that coming up tomorrow. New study suggesting mosquitoes really do prefer some people rather than other people. That's why you're getting bit more, because like for me, I used to be like a buffet for mosquitoes.
I
Where
would imagine because they're so sweet.
And so if you eat garlic,
Yeah.
the mosquitoes won't like you as much.
I eat a lot of garlic.
So mosquitoes won't like you as much. So mosquitoes kind of like me. I think it's my DNA. Sailboat found floating in Tacoma turned out to be home of more than 50 cats, no humans on board. They're trying to figure out, boy, you want to talk about one big giant litter box? That's got to be bad.
Yeah.
50 cats on a boat? And I wonder who caught the fish. Nobody. That's who caught the fish. Nobody. Nancy Wilson used to be with Heart.
Yes.
Has recorded part of a brand new Heart album. It is done. Now it's being mixed down and finalized. That will be their first album they put out in 10 years. And Britain's Prince Eugenie has given birth to a baby girl, her third child and her first daughter. Aww. And if you're keeping up, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration says it is official. July was the hottest month in U.S. history. July, hottest month in the history of America. Hottest at global warming. 12% of adults don't have a credit card.
That's
I got them.
very low.
Yeah, I got them. I don't like to use them, but I got them. You know, up until this year, I had one credit card with a $500, like a Apple card, with a $500 limit. And then I got to thinking maybe I want to have another credit card just in case something happens to me. The wife can get the money easily.
Yes.
So I got another credit card, but I tried to pay that off monthly. My credit score is garbage now. You know why? Because I don't owe anybody. That's the problem. If you owe nobody, your credit goes down.
I thought because of they ran your credit.
No, Dave Ramsey says that his credit score is garbage also. Because he doesn't owe anybody.
Because he's big on no debt.
Yeah, no debt. That's why.
Well, Dave Ramsey.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey. Great advice from Dave Ramsey.
Hey, so just a heads up on KDAZ, we are back on 96.9 in Albuquerque, but it's only because of the magic of Rob that he was able to reroute everything up to the crest so we can get on the translator. But unfortunately, the internet is out.
Oh.
And so the stream is still down, and so but the internet is at the 4th Street location we have is out, and so it like severed our connection. Anyway, we're limping by at the moment. So if you're trying to listen on the stream, you can go to one of the other streams, and you can go to W105 or 93.5 The West, and you can listen to those streams, or you can listen to any of our Facebook, YouTube. All of that stuff's still going strong. It's just unfortunately we lost the internet at the Albuquerque location.
Wow. Crazy. All right, morning show this morning made brought to you by Twin Wells Fuel Station right off of 128 exit Buck Jackson Road. Go down less than 3 miles. Fill her up. Green diesel, red diesel, DEF, Twin Wells Fuel Station, accepting credit cards, debit cards, and fleet cards. Cool thing about it is they're open 24/7. If you need them, they're there. Check them out today. Twin Wells Fuel Station right off of 128 on Buck Jackson Road. Reminding you, please be safe on the road. President Trump teasing emergency action for the voter ID if the Senate fails to pass the SAVE Act. I think there again, he is just picking on the Democrat. He's just trolling the Democrats, something the president does really well. 1/3 of U.S. counties are maternity care deserts. Monica, you know what that means? Maternity care deserts.
Where pregnant women or after they deliver can go?
Well, no, it just means that they have no place to deliver the baby. So, like, say,
so go deliver them in the desert?
Tatum would be a maternity care desert.
Whoop.
And by the way, that's been going on for a long, long time. We can't build hospitals everywhere. And if you choose to live out in the country, you chose and you know that you're going to have to drive to the hospital to have a baby. Yeah. Or maybe you could just still birth the baby at home.
Well, if your labor lasts, Tatum's 20 minutes from Lovington. So if your labor lasts longer than 20 minutes or shorter than 20 minutes, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But,
wow.
I mean, you kind of know that when you choose to live in a place that doesn't have a hospital. You know that. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Build hospitals in small communities that fail or are dependent on the taxpayers? So studies like this crack me up. All right, House Democrats proposing a sweeping CYFD overhaul ahead of the legislative session. 5 months ahead of the 60-day session, Democrats are proposing sweeping changes to Children, Youth, and Family Department. I've been hearing this for like 7 years now. Sweeping changes. The only thing that changes is leadership. Secretaries. That's about the only thing. So the state has about 2,200 kids in state custody. And Javi Martinez, Speaker of the House, said that the state is failing those kids. Let me just say, you guys have been in control. You have failed those kids. You have failed those kids. We have every opportunity to fix what is going on. But you guys have decided it's more important to keep the family together, even though it's a crappy family with a bunch of drug addicts, that it's better to keep the kids in that situation than maybe put them in foster care. And I understand we have a situation with foster care also. All that needs to be fixed. So I applaud you at the same time, saying there is a problem, because the first thing to seeking help is asking for help. So maybe you should ask for some help. Teresa Legger Fernandez very upset about the fire in Santa Fe, but she ties that to climate change. You oil and gas individuals, you're to blame.
Behind me, you can see the smoke from the Frijoles fire. Our planet is heating up. Our forests are burning down and people are dying from the heat. We are paying more for electricity. And what are Republicans doing? They are doubling down for the fossil fuel industry. Corporations that have made their biggest profits ever, even as Trump and the Republicans cut and kill renewable energy projects. Democrats, we are dedicated to addressing the climate crisis, to building that renewable energy, to saving
I'm just going to pause you because I don't want to take her off camera. I want you to look at that face.
Them teeth.
She went from there's a fire. You can see the smoke. By the way, the cause of the fire. What was the cause of the fire?
Frijoles.
The frijoles. So, what was the cause of the fire?
The wind? The
Lightning.
cigarette?
Lightning. Lightning was the cause of the fire, but let's blame it on the oil and gas industry. Would you
frijoles fire?
Orange man bad. He was cooking his frijoles in the backyard.
Would you call that? Would you call that a giant leap? I would.
Oh my God!
All right, the president had Stephen Miller talk about birthright tourism. What is birthright tourism? So, don't hate on me, but I'm just a messenger. So, me personally, if somebody is pregnant and showing that they're pregnant, we should not grant them a visa to come to the United States. At the border, we should stop women that are showing that they're pregnant from coming in the United States. And people are like, oh, my God, why would you say that? Because they're going to come have that baby over here, and that baby is going to become a U.S. citizen. That's what birthright tourism is all about. And so Stephen Miller draws the line on if you come in the country and lie to us about it, there should be an offense.
For those of you who want to do your research on this, Section 215A of the Immigration and Nationality Act gives the president this authority. 215A of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Very rarely used, probably one of the strongest laws in the entire federal code, gives him this power. And that's not the only, but it's the main statutory authority that's being used in this order. So birth tourism is by definition a fraud on the American system, on the American taxpayer, on the American visa. If you're coming here, and again, your stated purpose is that you're a tourist, then by definition, you are here to come for a few weeks, look what we have, engage in commerce, and leave. So if you're telling a consular officer you're here as a tourist, but your true purpose and intent is to go to a baby mill, give birth, and try to mint an American citizen while you're here, then you're committing a fraud against the American government. And by definition, that visa can and should and will be now denied.
So those EMS that come across at the border, and all of a sudden people are having babies in the United States, that should not be the case. That just should not be the case. Now, the president also talked about the Democrat Socialists of America.
When you look at the radicalism and the craziness of the candidates and the stupidity of what they're suggesting, let's get rid of the Supreme Court, let's get rid of the presidency, let's get rid of the Senate. They want to get, sometimes I'd like to get rid of the Senate too, but I don't say it, and I wouldn't do it. But, they want to get rid of the Senate. They want to get rid of, ideally, the House, but they're thinking about maybe keeping the House, Isn't that nice? These are people that have been not successful. They're people that have been, in many cases, failures. They come from other failed countries, and they come here and they tell us how to run our country.
Yeah, ding for the president on that one. And here's a perfect example. Francisca Hung. She was a chef. She lost her job. Now she's an influencer. And she ran for the governorship of Wisconsin. Hung, single parent, trying to tell us how to raise our kids, how our country should be run. Listen to what she had to say as she went to the polls yesterday.
Do you feel like your policies are the future of the Democratic Party?
I think our policies are ones that are the solutions to deliver for working class people, permanent affordability, so we don't come back to moments like these. I think the Democratic Party, we are a big tent party, and there's always room for better policies and always room for more people.
So wait for the recount. The recount will begin because that race is so tight. Now, the guy that beat her is a progressive.
Okay.
But, I mean, she is far worse. I'm not sounding the alarm yet, but the Republicans, you better get out and vote because Harry Enten, who has been right many times, right more times than he's wrong, talking about the Democrats. Could they take the House?
Yeah.
Could they take the Senate?
A huge midterm election coming up. And what does this mean? Well, the midterms,
the chance that Democrats win back the House, win the Senate. Look at this. Democrats now the heavy favorites to win back the House of Representatives according to the Kalshi prediction market. We're talking about north of a 4 in 5 chance, that they win back the House. What about the United States Senate? The United States Senate, the map was so much against Democrats, right? They have to win in red states. They have to win in red states like Alaska, like Texas. But now Democrats are up to a 46% chance to win the United States Senate because candidates like James Tallarico are actually ahead in more polls than they are behind.
Scary times, and I think the shift changed after we got into the war and the price of gas went up. I think the shift, that's when the shift began. Scary times. Right. So, Republicans, what can you get out to vote? I'm not going to even say Republicans. If you're a conservative, what are you going to do? Get out and vote. That's what you need to do. All right, take it out trash coming up. We're going to get to Monica and the Texas Tech fans, Red Raiders. We got lots of Red Raider fans. Joey McGuire saying nobody wants to play them. That's why their strength of schedule is down. I think they play, aren't they playing Hobbs High this year?
Hobby.
Oh, it's Andrews. Andrews. No.
Come on now.
No, it's like Angelo State or whoever. Anyway, Texas Tech, I love you guys. But Joey McGuire saying, look, we went to Texas A&M. They don't want to play us. We went to Texas, and all they do is give us a bunch of excuses why they won't play us. I think Texas Tech would be a great non-conference rivalry. But if Texas loses that game, it's tough, very tough. They said they went to USC. They don't want to play. And then they said North Carolina State. What, like that's a football dynasty? So Joey McGuire, great coach. Last year, they finished strong. He's hoping to do the same this year, saying nobody wants to play him. Texas A&M, why don't you want to play your little brother?
Yeah.
Texas, why don't you want to play your little brother? You need a pet. All right, 5 17-year-olds were killed in a vehicle that plunged off a cliff down a steep Colorado hillside, leaving their families and community just trying to understand the loss as the new school year begins. They were all seniors in high school. So all 5 boys from Grand Junction traveling to Lookout Lane Saturday night when they veered off the road and went down the steep incline and crashed.
Sounds similar to the kids that ran off the bridge in Chicago that were running from the police.
So sad.
Oh, gosh.
Teen in sentenced for the shooting and killing of a 13-year-old in Las Cruces. The boy who shot and killed another teen in Las Cruces earlier this year, it was sentenced Tuesday. He's going to serve 2 years in juvenile detention center for that deadly shooting. That's going to teach him. That's for sure. So the 13-year-old, 2 years. By the way, the family of the other 13-year-old was in court. We're going to see how this thing plays out. He's now 15 years of age, served 2 years. That means he'll be walking the street just in time to be an adult. And 2 New Mexico lawmakers are outlining a bill for a possible state data center moratorium. So 2 lawmakers saying that we should put a pause on these moratoriums. Angelina Rubio, Democrat from Las Cruces, is one of them. And Marcela Lara Candelera of Macia Valles is the second Democrat, saying put a pause. Now, Texas has also put a pause on all of them. We talked a little bit about the Albertsons recalling a product with salmonella. So if you bought the product that could be contaminated, they're saying bring it back. It's a pico de gallo made with jalapenos, and it's the name of the product is Ron's Homestyle Foods that was purchased at Marketplace or at Albertsons in New Mexico. And 97 rare Nintendo games unearthed in Wisconsin. A box of Nintendo games brought to a retro store, vintage store. Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt. Remember Duck Hunt? Yeah.
How neat.
And by the way, still in the plastic. Oh, that's going to be, somebody's going to get paid a bunch of money. By the way, if you have stuff like that, it is worth something. Hold on to it. If you're going to sell it to somebody that knows what they're doing. Maybe they'll give you a decent price for it, I would think. All right, Monica, we'll get to the text being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, trusted name across southeast New Mexico. Siding, construction, windows, doors, brand new roof, seamless gutters, big metal buildings. They can also do carports and patios. Check them out at SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com, 575-391-1430. Monica in the text, 745.
Mr. Hand said that Teresa Ledger Fernandez looks like an old horse with that nose and teeth. Golly. I mean, and her confidence is bar none. Like, I want her confidence. Come on, B. Texas Tech versus Artesia Bulldogs, says Tyler.
Oh, okay. All right.
We need to do a pregnancy test to those coming here. The stick test, quick and easy. And Pipeliner says, good morning, DJB and Monica. Hey, Monica, where are you going? Home. Good morning, B and the gang. Everything is a desert in today's weak society. Ooh. And Linda in Carlsbad said, I told a spam caller that except medical, I was debt free and did not have credit card debt. No goodbye. He just hung up. If you have no debt, you are a parish. And Lovington and Artesia don't deliver babies either, said Dylan. Wow. How long is Lovington had a hospital and never had a baby ward, yet we continue to expand and build onto the hospital, but they don't even have a pediatrician. And Artesia is a maternity care desert, LOL.
So you got to go to Carlsbad?
I guess you have to go to Hobbs or even Seminole
Really?
has
Roswell.
Yeah, a baby. Yeah.
Wow. You would think that, I mean, I don't know. I would imagine that if you're at the hospital and the baby's coming, they're not going to.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Big Trucker C says, you guys, Monica's making an OnlyFans. That's where she's going. Well, maybe.
She's going to eat dirt on OnlyFans.
Well, maybe.
People are going to watch.
You're on to something, Big Trucker C.
She's going to be like, here's some Play-Doh. I'm eating that too.
I want Kenny a happy birthday. Huh?
He wants to wish Kenny happy birthday.
I know, but I'm reading it just how they sound. I want Kenny a happy birthday. Resend.
Kenny, happy birthday.
Freeman in Ruidoso. There are probably a lot of ET Nintendo games over in Alamogordo in the dump.
Really?
Really?
The Atari games, there are.
And good morning, folks. Did y'all see where the old hag Hillary was commenting on the decor of the White House, saying that she was in Baghdad after it fell, and she saw some of the palaces there, and the White House kind of resembles some of those palaces? Nasty witch. I'm thinking to myself, where was she after our embassy in Benghazi fell? She damn sure trying to distance herself from that one. She will say and do whatever she has to try and remain relevant. And Big Country Baby sent... He's on a mission to send a picture of every gas station. 389 at the business park in Livingston Highway now. Big Country, you just keep sending them. Happy birthday, Tootie McNeil Sr. from your in-laws, Cordy and Rogelio.
Wow, Tootie, getting old.
Joseph said, hey,
goat.
B, can you sing Tootie McNeil a happy birthday?
Feliz. Well, I can't do it.
No, it's the Mañanitas.
No. So happy birthday, Tootie. Hope you have a great day.
Monica Hader
of Lake Arthur.
Monica Hader said the oil-filled liberal is the reason that HR exists. And this texter said, hey, B, I agree with what you say all the time. I enjoy you quite a bit. Years ago, I went and sat in my boss's office to ask him to get me out of jury duty. He was close to retirement and had a military background. It really made him mad that I wanted off of it. It's your civic duty. The freedoms that you enjoy come along with sacrifices. We're lucky to be able to be judged by a jury of our peers, and it's a freedom, although you may not feel like it. Have a good one.
Yeah, look, I have no problem going and serving on a jury duty, but I've already given my opinion on most of these cases. They're not going to want me on the jury. It's a waste of my time. And more I have a 96-year-old and a half mother that I'm supposed to go visit next week. Supposed to leave this Friday. So if I ask to be excused to go see my mother, I don't think I should be treated like the criminal and should have to prove that that's where I'm going. Because I ain't the criminal. Not yet. Maybe later. All right, morning show this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Payne in Roswell. Handguns, rifles, shotguns. Yeah, they've got you covered. Lethal, non-lethal personal protection. Zia Guns. You can trade in your old gun to get a better gun. And don't forget, they've got these stop boxes. Want to be accountable? Want to have your gun locked up, and when you need it, you can get to it quickly. No keys, no failures, no batteries. That's the stop box. Made in the United States. Check them out. The complete line at Zia Guns. 1907 North Main in Roswell. Don't forget, closed on Saturday, open on Sunday. Parents are speaking out after their son with autism, age 6, was suspended for biting a sandwich into the shape of a gun. I have to go back to Hangover. Did it kill you?
Oh,
no. So the story out of Georgia, first grader with autism, the family is speaking out after the son was suspended after biting the sandwich into the shape of a gun. Was it a gun?
Oh, God.
It's not a gun. Not a gun. So he's been suspended. And it's going on his permanent record, Monica.
You know, that's overkill for me.
Yeah, no doubt. That is definitely overkill. Man wanted for robbery tied to that Penn State student murder, now sought after, and a off-duty cop shootout. Marshals announced on Tuesday that 16-year-old suspect in Colorado was in connection with that Penn State shooter. And so 16-year-old was going to be charged as an adult. And a Midland woman accused of stealing more than $60,000 through a business email scam has been arrested. Phishing email. That's where she made the money. They believe that she could have made a bunch more. They know $60,000 right now. She has been arrested. Her name is Kaif Holman, charged with theft of property more than $30,000. And take it out the trash this morning. Being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com. Get in touch with them today at Trash Eaters. They can take out the trash. Yeah, if you've got trash, you want them to pick it up, they can do that. 96-gallon poly carts, 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters, roll-off containers. Call Kayleen, 575-408-1719. Go to the website, trash-eaters.com. Proud sponsor this morning of Taking Out the Trash. Well, Mandani's rent advisor is in a pickle, so to speak. She is the rent advisor and has not paid her rent in 4 years. Tracy Rosenthal has the official title as rent advisor. She's been a deadbeat, has not paid her rent in 4 years. Wait a second. Well, that's the point, not to pay your rent, right? Rosenthal grew up in a trendy home valued at $1.7 million. Yes, she comes from one of those upscale Jewish families that are backing Mandani. Hasn't paid her rent in 4 years.
Wow.
Her rent is $2,300 a month. She refuses to pay. She alone has stiffed the landlords for $108,000 so far. Refuses to pay. And now she's advising people about their rent. You cannot make this up. You can't.
Whoa. 4 months is $108,000.
No, 4 years.
4 years
Did I
at
read that wrong?
$2,300 a month.
4 years. 4 years. Hasn't paid her rent in 4 years.
4 years. Well, that's why she's the rent advisor, because she can get away with not paying her rent for 4 years.
I wonder if she's teaching other people how to do it.
Correct. How to not pay the rent.
Holy cow.
Wow.
It's insane.
Take it out the trash. Sometimes these stories make themselves up.
Oh, yeah.
They really do. All right, morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Narstar Laundry. One-stop shop for all your laundry. Dry cleaning, pressing, starching. They've got you covered. Look, they can take care of regular clothes, oil-fill clothes. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. 604 West Church, Carlsbad, 609 West Lee, Carlsbad, 406 West Cedar, Loving. One-stop shop for all of your laundry. I got to get out of here in a second. So, Will, we're going to jump to things that happened on this date in history. We'll get to that. Then we'll do the national anthem. I'll let you jump in here, and then I'm on my way. I don't want to be late. No. I don't want to get off on the bad foot with the judge.
Don't.
Yeah. Where were you? Work. Paying your salary. That always gets them. Paying your salary.
Go in there and be nice.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So things that happened on this date in history being brought to you by a custom construction and roofing and insurance specialist, licensed, bonded, and insured. Veteran owned and operated for over 30 years. A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Cool thing is that they do more than roofing. Construction projects, remodeling, they do all of that. Get in touch with my buddy Dwayne Pennick today, 575-318-9725. Proud sponsor this morning, things that happened on this date in history.
It was on this date in 1851, Isaac Singer was given the patent for his invention, the sewing machine. Back on this date in 1856, the first U.S. patent for an accordion was issued to Anthony Foss. It was on this date in 1865, Dr. Joseph Lister became the first surgeon to use disinfectant during surgery. In 1877, Thomas Edison introduced the Edison phone, which allowed you to record sound. On this date in 1898, Hawaii was annexed to the United States. So that is a look at what things on this date in history. Birthdays today. If you celebrate a birthday, you share it with Oscar winner Casey Affleck. Of course, Ben's brother turns 51. Actress and model Rebecca Gayheart is 55 today. Sir Mix-a-Lot celebrates his 63rd birthday. He wants you to know baby's got back. Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits is 77 today. The eternal George Hamilton is 87 as of today. And that's a look at birthdays. If it's your birthday, happy birthday from everybody at B in the Breakfast Club.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back to the national anthem and pledge so we can switch spots. News this morning being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Ragsdale Law Firm reminding you accidents happen when you least expect them. When they do, you need somebody to fight for you. That's the Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale, there for you. And he's there every step of the way. Free consultation, and you never pay until you win your case. Call Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300. You can check him out online at the Ragsdale Law Firm. Wish me luck. I'm out of here. Monica switching chairs with me. The boob of the day on the way. We're going to come back with our national anthem and our pledge, too. Just before 8 o'clock, KWMW, Maljamora 105.1 FM. Also, KWES 93.5 in Rio Doso. Also, Conservative Talk ABQ. KDAZ AM 700, FM 96.9. Watching us on TV this morning, you're probably on KNMQ 20.1, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. And if you're watching us this morning on our live stream video, YouTube, Facebook, X, TikTok, Rumble, Kick, we're all over the place. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate that. We're going to come back. We've got the national anthem and the pledge coming up next. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 6:06 for being the Breakfast Club. I'll see you. Monica and Will coming up next, and Russ is in the building also.
Fox Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. New information about why President Trump switched from Air Force One to a military plane for his flight home from last month's NATO summit in Turkey.
According to various reports overnight, the threat to Air Force One was from a shoulder-fire missile that he found out about from Israel.
Fox's Peter Doocy at the White House. In South Carolina, a field of 10, now just 2, interim South Carolina Senator Darlene Graham.
I want to thank President Trump, his steadfast support, and his complete and total endorsement.
She'll face Congressman Ralph Norman in the August 25th runoff for her late brother's Senate seat. Far-left Democratic Socialist Francesca Hung losing to establishment Democrat David Crowley by less than a percentage point in the Wisconsin primary for governor. America's listening to Fox News.
When your crew's waiting on rock or sand, excuses don't move dirt. You need material delivered on time, period. J&H Services Incorporated supplies construction and oil field companies across southeastern New Mexico, West Texas, and the Permian Basin with quality aggregate materials and dependable delivery. Concrete sand, masonry sand, crusher fines, multiple rock sizes ready for your next job. No headaches, no runaround. Just reliable service from a company built to work as hard as you do. Call 575-393-6204 or visit jhservicesinc.com.
Let's take a look at your KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9. The eastbound side of Alameda is getting a little bit busier. There are some brief delays approaching Coors Road, and delays are forming after that into toward North Valley, approaching 2nd Street as well. After that, though, you're still trouble-free and moving well toward I-25. I-25 going south is trouble-free, approaching the interchange with Alameda. Beyond that, you're slowing gradually after Jefferson Street in toward Montgomery Boulevard, and you'll find delays also getting gradually heavier on eastbound I-40 near 12th Street as you head in toward the ramp to go north onto I-25 itself. KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9, brought to you by the Ragsdale Law Firm. If you've been injured, call the Luke Ragsdale Law Firm, 575-208-5300, or visit them online at ragsdalelawfirm.com. That's an updated look at KDAZ traffic. I'm Rick Dixon for Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9.
What's really going on? Daniel Bellows here, Permian Ford Lincoln, owner of Sanger in Del Paso, Hobbs America! Hey, no, for real, August Super Sale is on. I'm excited to tell you very confidently that we have the best pricing within 500 miles. Bigger than Texas, baby. Check us out online, PermianFord.net. If you can't find what you're looking for, we'll go get it. It's easy.
Permian Ford, Truck Central USA.
Knowledge, integrity, and trustworthiness are just part of what makes Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating the choice for your next HVAC job. With 15 plus years in business, Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating trains its techs with the requirements and standards of all the major ductless companies, servicing residential and commercial as well as industrial units for the patch. Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating is fully licensed, bonded, and insured in the state of New Mexico. They can even offer new technology like inverter-driven heat pump systems to upgrade old systems, and financing is available. Call 575-631-1999 to schedule your appointment today. That's 631-1999 for Roach's Air Conditioning and Heating.
Attention Roswell and Chaves County residents. There's a new newspaper in town, the Roswell Tribune. Find it at roswelltribune.com. All your local news at your fingertips. Get local sports, government coverage, and opinions updated daily. Online at roswelltribune.com. The Roswell Tribune has a staff of local and regional reporters you know who know you. Our reporters ask the questions and report the facts. Then you decide. roswelltribune.com. For the latest news, weather, and sports, visit roswelltribune.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career in the oil field? Warrior Technologies is currently hiring. They're looking for experienced CDL drivers, including vac truck drivers and hot oil and pump truck certified drivers. Competitive pay based on your experience. Their benefit package includes medical, dental, and vision insurance. Warrior Technologies, the equal opportunity employer, 575-391-1331. 575-391-1331.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Good morning. The forecast over southeast New Mexico. The temperature readings this afternoon on this Wednesday are reaching for a high temperature of 102 degrees in Roswell, 103 degrees in Carlsbad, Artesia, and 102 degrees in Lovington. The Lovington temperatures will also be hot again tomorrow, with high temperatures around 98 degrees with a few clouds. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
The following program is for entertainment purposes only.
We don't get fooled again.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Permian Ford, home of the lifetime Permian powertrain promise. That means your engine and transmission performs for the life that you own the vehicle, or it's covered. Here has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and ride.
Actually, it's a beautiful voice and a beautiful accent. The only problem is I can't understand a word you're saying.
Conservative values, conservative talk. On Be in the Breakfast Club, call 877-396-W105.
Listen up, maggots.
Your morning briefing starts now.
Happy Vinyl Record Day.
We'll suggest what to listen for in judging good sound.
So if you want to discover all the great music of the 70s, which a lot of kids are into classic rock today, why not listen to it in its purest original form?
Excuse me, the record's stuck. The record's stuck. The record's stuck.
And we're back. Welcome back to Be in the Breakfast Club, where B is on his way to jury duty. Will, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We've got Russ joining us. Good morning, Russ.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
I'm good today. Had a wonderful night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trucks didn't put on a Jake break show this morning, so I actually got to sleep all the way till 6.
I was going to ask you about that. How's that coming along?
It's coming along. So.
All right. Cool deal. So what's our new order? Who's reading cards? Who's reading stories?
I'm going to tell you about sponsors.
Who's on
you
first?
got.
Who's on second?
I'll do the text. I've got a story about now that we're going to have to put a disclaimer on any satire in the state of New Mexico. And I have a little music news to start off with this morning. Mattel has now introduced that they're going to be making a Whitney Houston Barbie doll.
Oh.
Whitney Houston Barbie doll.
Okay.
Crack pipe sold separately. So.
Oh, come on now. I thought you were going to go with "It Will Always Love You."
Right.
That was a good one.
That was a better line than I had.
That was a good one. Listen, I don't know that anybody would. I mean, other than like older women who were huge fans of Whitney, I don't think that any young people would buy them for their daughters now.
Most of the daughters would have to Google something to figure out who Whitney Houston was.
I'm sure they've heard her music, but not probably seen her. It is what it is.
And while we've got something here, let me give credit for part of the show, sponsoring part of the show. That last makeup mirror and grooming tool, Rebecca Long was out at the fair, and she has bunches of new products. She gave me samples of some products, a handheld +2 mirror that I gave to my wife, and these beautiful makeup bags, and these glass fingernail files and grooming tools and stuff that are also part of the lineup. With the magnification mirror, 1, 5 times, 10 times magnification, bright LEDs, travel easy in a traveling case. Less than 4 pounds is perfect for putting on your makeup, trimming your beard. I used my wife's here a while back to get something out of my eye. I couldn't see. It was like a lifesaver. Perfect for every need you have for grooming. Call Rebecca Long, 575-631-3189, 575-631-3189. You can also buy it online at atlasmakeupmirror.com and find them on Facebook, Instagram, and they're now even available with a wall mount. So they're wonderful. That was my Christmas presents last year to all the women in my life, was the Atlas makeup mirrors.
Aw, me too. I gave them to several of my friends. Yeah. And, you know, I do want to add that if you ever have any issues with your Atlas makeup mirror, whether it's the pocket one or the bigger one, let Rebecca know. She'd be happy to fix that for you. I know that's what happened to my personal one that I keep in my a matter of fact, my makeup bag right over here. And the mirror had popped out. It didn't break, but the mirror had popped out. And she was like, oh, hell to the no. And she replaced it for me. And that was really, really, really neat.
Monica was using that mirror to place her lines of dirt.
You're wrong.
Okay.
I eat the dirt. I don't sniff the dirt. Hey, shout out.
You can't line it out on the mirror before you eat it?
No, honestly, you know how I eat it? You guys.
I don't.
I just eat the little. I just eat the little pebbles, like they're like little rocks, and they're. I mean, God,
your poor teeth.
It's just
I'm
so
just
good.
saying. Your
So
poor
good.
teeth and digestive system. I just can't.
Shout out to 43-year-old Chase out of Seminole. He legit sent a video, and he's like, what do you call it when they're like, I want to say excavating, but they're like pulling up dirt, like the new dirt.
Excavating. That's
Yeah.
a good word.
And he's like, it hasn't been touched in 4 years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my mouth watered, like literally. 43-year-old Chase. And the good dirt.
Someone on the text line said I was a well-groomed beard guy. All that big talk from B about jury duty, and he's still going. Well, yeah. He tried. He tried hard, and I still think he's probably going to get out of it.
I think so,
that
too.
Once he gets there and a couple people recognize him, they're going to be like, oh, what are we doing?
Yeah. In all reality, anybody in their right mind does not want B on their jury.
If you're the defense attorney and you know who B is, you don't want him anywhere in the courthouse.
No. I agree.
So, Freeman and Rodoso said Will is absolutely correct about the ET games. They're Atari, not Nintendo. Sorry, Will, I haven't had my coffee yet. LOL. No, Freeman, you're good. And it was just a quick thing. You know, I wasn't even sure that came from the text. I thought it was just a comment. But Skinner said, "Good morning, B, Will, and Monica. Have a great, blessed new day." Now it's Russ, Will, and Monica. But our buddy James the Liberal. Did you see that one, Monica?
Gosh,
I did.
Yes,
I did.
But read it.
Yeah, James the Liberal, of course. So it's pretty hilarious that y'all are pushing this Haaland Epstein connection so hard. Sure, one flight as an assistant to Governor Gary King, whom sold part of his ranch to Epstein. So I love how he's dismissing all this just with like two little comments. Deserves all the attention you can give, but Trump's 8 flights that we know about gets cricket chirps.
What?
You mean the ones you? Well, no, there were eight flights from 1993 to like 1996, and Trump admitted to it and said that at the time he would, that they were acquaintances and that he used the flights for some of his family and stuff like that. But the second he found out of what he got a bad feeling about Epstein, and he's like, he just completely shut off everything. And there again, the one file that you found with that information on it from 2020, James, 2020, the liberals have had for a long time. And if they could make anything out of that, they would have. Now, the question, do I think that there's a good chance that Deb was just I think she's too clueless to know of anything nefarious going on. Do I think that she was just a innocent bystander? Probably. That doesn't change the fact that they took her name out of the Truth Commission on purpose. You don't hide someone's name if you have nothing to hide. So why? And that's my thing. And if that's making a big deal of it, okay. Do I think? I just said I don't think she necessarily did anything with Epstein or knew of anything that was going on with him. She was just a passenger with Gary King. Now Gary King's another story. And there again, you just kind of he bought the family ranch. He sold his family ranch to Epstein. Oh yeah, that's all he did. The Kings. Bill Richardson, there's nothing going on there. Nothing to see here, folks. So, there again, Deb Haaland, probably not.
Well, your point is the most shiny. The fact that, after the Biden administration's mail-in voting and their pandemic stole the election, they were in power with all the Epstein files, everything they had for 4 years, and never made, speaking of chirp, never made a chirp at all to try to to use those records against Donald Trump. And if they would have had anything, they would have plastered it everywhere. There would have been billboards.
Yep.
Nothing.
You are so right, Russ.
Well,
In all that
it's
time
just-
that they had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
and of course, James. But are you really defending Deb, James? Really? I mean, just curious. Look them all up. Good pivot, Russ. The GD investigations were still ongoing and seated during Biden. Look, it's 2026, James.
You can't steal stuff from the president.
It's 2026, and we already found out that everybody who wants access in Congress has access to the Epstein files. Guess what? They don't want access.
Correct. They're Dunskies.
And plus, you know what? They told me Epstein was alive and on fire. I wouldn't care. Who cares? Who gives a about the Epstein files? It's over. That's done. That man is dead.
Elias from the afternoon show on Unfiltered with Elias sent me a comment on Facebook. He says it proves that the commission is a front. Democrats are using the commission to protect Democrats. Well, of course it is. The Truth Commission was never meant to actually uncover the truth. It was a huge waste of taxpayer money, and it just protects the Democrats. I don't know.
Sure.
Deb Haaland, the Kings, the Richardsons.
It's a truth commission to hide the truth. There you
Yeah.
go.
How about,
unfortunately, in politics, that's kind of the way it goes, isn't it?
as far as trying to hide truth or out and out lying, a federal judge yesterday blocked Donald Trump's order for the United States Postal Service to not deliver mail-in votes or absentee ballots after the election day. That's all he said. When the election is over, it's over. We can't count mail-in ballots for 2-3 weeks afterwards.
Right.
Well, that's now been stopped by a Democratic and Obama-appointed federal judge. What do you say about a party that has to ensure that there are more ways to cheat and swindle in acts to try to win an election?
Oh, but we're trying to, we're trying to influence the elections. The Republicans are, Russ. We're not trying to protect them. We're trying to keep people from being able to vote. Because yes, after election day, it's very important that you get your absentee ballot.
Yeah. And then I've got a story I wanted to get to if we've got a minute here. Something that I found. Just in the past week, Babylon Bee posted a satirical AI-generated travel advisement mocking the Democratic utopia of New Mexico and the state Supreme Court Justice David K. Thompson. So Babylon Bee put out a little thing that was AI generated, that was poking fun, that was obviously a joke about the Democratic utopia of New Mexico. Well, now, not to say that the Democrats get offended, but a new law just come out yesterday, a new law requiring disclaimers for certain AI-generated political content, including parody and satire. It's being challenged in court by the Christian satire news site Babylon Bee. It's HB 182. It was passed in 2024, and now they're wanting to start enforcing that law. The law mandates that relevant images, video, and audio manipulated or created through artificial intelligence must have a prominent, what they call face surface. In other words, your video would be covered with something that says that this is an AI.
Oh, okay. Like it's got to have like some wording across. Maybe.
Right. Like for a humoristic site, that wouldn't kill the joke going in.
Well,
you know,
does anybody not know that the Babylon Bee is a satire site?
Yeah, and when you see something like a baby Donald Trump, you don't know that's AI. But this is it. This is New Mexico being
So New Mexico is coming after the Babylon Bee.
Right, because Babylon Bee
said
made
it was
fun
the
of
Babylon
them.
Bee that was coming after New Mexico.
Well, no, Babylon Bee is fighting the law. So
They're fighting the law.
Okay.
Yeah, because so the New Mexico went after him, and that Babylon Bee is
Gotcha.
fighting it. So
Right, but this
And good
all
for them.
hinged from a little video that they did that bashed New Mexico a little bit, and immediately within a week, New Mexico goes to make extra actions to enforce this law.
Sure.
And Elias made this point on his show the other day. New Mexico doesn't care what happens in the state because they feel extra confident about the power they have here. They care if they get attention outside the state. If it goes national on any level, that's when MLG starts paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
If we can make something go viral outside of New Mexico, that's what we want, because then it gets attention and then they actually get their feelings hurt. And then the Democrats are like, oh, that's what we really want.
Wow.
So I've got this weird story that popped up. And I'm curious what you guys think about it. If you're a parent of teenagers, one of the best things you can do is save time. Well, getting your kids involved with meals is something that some families do. According to a report, 82% of families have a default dining manager.
Okay.
Does that sound like something goes on in y'all's family?
I'm the manager.
In my experience, the default dining manager is mom.
I was going to say, I would never describe myself as a dining manager.
I was like, what is, I don't understand. I mean, and I'm not trying to be sexist, but the default dining manager, I mean, in my family, that was mom.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have a mom, a lot of times dad takes over and does some of that. But, and if dad's doing it, chances are the default dining manager just says, where are we ordering from tonight? Seriously. But the dining manager spends about 2 hours every day on meal-related tasks that breaks down in deciding what to make, 18 minutes, creating the grocery list, 19 minutes, shopping for ingredients, 27 minutes, and preparing and cooking the meal, 29 minutes.
Oh, you forgot cleaning. Another 30
cleaning,
minutes.
22 minutes. That's part of it. So, but I just, the whole default dining manager thing is just like, I'm okay. We used to call that mom back in the day, but
that's
you
hilarious.
say so.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to say I walk in the house and I eat what the wife has cooked.
Aw,
That's just what
it is.
Is Pam a good cook?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing that Pam cooks?
She makes this pork chop dish. It's coated, and then she has this like orange glaze stuff that she makes that goes over the pork chop with honey, and it's just wonderful. Just absolutely wonderful.
So it's a pork chop recipe.
Yep.
We give Monica a hard time about eating dirt, but have you seen Russ's snack suitcase? No, I'm not even kidding. No, I'm not even kidding.
You have it with you?
It's not even a snack suit. It's a snack briefcase. So you open it up, and it's lined with candy bars and different types of sweet snacks. The whole thing. I'm just like,
Pop-Tarts.
And I used to give Tom a hard time because he would eat some of the other people's office food around the place. And I'm like, of all people, why? I think it's because Russ keeps his locked up well enough. But I was like, why wouldn't you just go into Russ's snack suitcase? Everything you could ever want is right there.
I have changed, Will. I've had my gallbladder removed, and that changed a lot of my diet. And then the doctor put me on Crestor because he said my bad cholesterol was way bad and my good cholesterol was not.
Oh.
So, I'm taking Crestor now, and I've changed my diet a little bit. I still have a box of Pop-Tarts back there, but that's it. Pop-Tarts and mints.
I remember when you had your surgery and you came in and you were like, here, take these home to your littles.
Yes,
because
I gave you a bunch of stuff. And I said,
it was some brownies and some blueberry muffins. And I remember walking into the kitchen and telling Patrick, this was very hard for him to give away, I'm sure.
You didn't see the tears in my eyes.
No, and Pam was like, take them home with you.
I'm actually eating a much better diet. I had gained up to 180 pounds, which is a little heavy for me, and I stepped on the scale yesterday at 170. So I'm
good for
back
you. You
where
lost
I'm
about 10
supposed
pounds
to be. Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to compliment you. Whenever you walked in, you smelled really good.
Thank
I don't
you.
know if it was like musk musk or like
Stetson.
That's what I was gonna say. It was like a cowboy smell, an older cowboy smell.
That's just me.
That's just you.
Russ going with the classic Stetson.
I know.
All right.
That's awesome.
I know we've got to get to our national anthem and pledge coming up here in just a little bit, and we've got to get to the Lord's Prayer, all that kind of good stuff. He said he was going to do it. We never actually did it.
I thought
So we're
that's
gonna
what we were going out. We were going to transition.
I
with
thought
that.
we were too, but
Yeah.
then he pivoted. so we got to still take care of all that stuff. And of course, I think Russ, you've got the cards.
Yes, sir. Your national anthem today, brought to you by Rebecca Long. Made some changes in her office recently. She's now your local independent insurance agent. Auto, home, life, boat, ATV, motorhome, motorcycle. Rebecca has access to many different companies, and she looks forward to hearing from you because she can shop for you the best packages. If you live in New Mexico, she's ready to work with you. She'll find the right coverage at the right price. So drop by 226 West Vega, 226 West Vega in Hobbs, or just give her a call, 575-393-6909. And Rebecca Long brings you your national anthem.
To honor America and perform our national anthem, entertainment icon Reba McEntire.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last glow, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly stood, and over rocky threatened land the bombs bursting in air, and we flew through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and
Judah Oil would like to remind everyone to remain positive during these times. Always keep your family focused on these things and have control over them. Know that God is always in control and will guide you.
Today's verse of the day is 1 John 1:7. But if we really walk in the light, that is, live each and every day in conformity with the precepts of God, as he himself is in the light, we have true and unbroken fellowship.
Hi, this is Kim with Judah Oil and the Harris family doing the Lord's Prayer for you today. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
And we're going to go to a break real quick, but let me remind you, if you're wanting an affordable, quiet place to park your RV while you're working in and around Carlsbad, WWRV has 3 RV parks with one goal: to be a quiet place for working tenants. And they have 1 E2 RV sites with 30 and 50 amp availability, all utilities included in the price, including premier wired internet at each site. Your gaming and movie streaming will be perfect. WWRV is pet friendly, well lit, and plenty of street lights and get pricing and contact info by visiting the website www.rvx3.com, www.rvx3.com, or just give them a call, 575-988-0392, 575-988-0392. We'll be back in a flash with more. We're B and the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News this hour being brought to you by Estacado Federal Credit Union, with branches in Hobbs, Lovington, Eunice, and Denver City, Texas. For more information, find them at estacadofcu.com.
There are 5 factors that are used by the 3 credit reporting agencies to determine your credit score: payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, new credit, and types of credit. There is much to know about your credit, and you should know it. Your credit is a valuable asset. It's wise to do all you can to improve it. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number. You're a member, federally insured by NCUA.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. The Chavez County Sheriff's Department, Roswell Police Department, and FBI are asking for the public's help in 3 recent homicide investigations. Kent Hoffman's body was found in the Hondo River Channel on June 14th. Andrew Lujan Huerta was found in the same channel on July 14th. And Carl Afsprung was found 10 miles east of Roswell on July 29th. Anyone with information is asked to call 800-225-5324 or visit tips.fbi.gov. And 2 members of the New Mexico Truth Commission are raising concerns over how the panel's first interim report was handled. Representatives Andrea Reeb and Bill Hall say they were shocked to learn the final report left out mention of Democratic gubernatorial candidate Deb Haaland's September 2014 flight aboard an Epstein-connected airplane. Reeb and Hall say all 4 commission members agreed on August 4th to include the flight with Haaland, which was verified through documents released under the Federal Epstein Files Transparency Act. But the reference was removed without their knowledge before the report's released the next day. Reeb said, "The commission is supposed to be about finding the truth, wherever that leads." And Albertsons parent company is recalling nearly 60 store-made products over possible salmonella contamination. The United Family says the products all contain pico de gallo, made with jalapenos linked to Ron's Homestyle Foods. Some of the affected items were sold at Albertsons, Albertsons Market, and Market Street stores in New Mexico. If you've purchased any of these products, return them for a refund or throw them away. A link to the full list is in the news section on our website. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Let's take a look at your KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9. The delays are pretty heavy in spots on Coors Boulevard going southbound as you pass by Coors Road in toward Paseo del Norte. Then again near Montano Road, you'll find delays in toward I-40, also getting a lot slower. I-40 will hit the brakes pretty heavy going eastbound from before Coors Boulevard on or off toward I-25. And the northbound side of I-25, there's a very heavy merging delay that begins gradually after Central Avenue around toward the point where traffic gets on from I-40. This is also causing a backup to form gradually on westbound I-40 after Carlisle Boulevard around toward the ramp to go north onto I-25. KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9, brought to you by the Ragsdale Law Firm. If you've been injured, call the Luke Ragsdale Law Firm, 575-208-5300, or visit them online at ragsdalelawfirm.com. That's an updated look at KDAZ traffic. I'm Rick Dixon for Conservative Talk, ABQ 700, FM 96.9.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Whether you're mowing, grading, or just taking care of your property, you need the proven reliability of Kubota compact tractors to help you get it all done right. Right now, visit Amigo Machinery and bring home the Kubota BX23S Series tractors for 0% financing or save up to $4,500. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer. Call 575-624-2026 or visit AmigoMachinery.com today.
With Toyota's national sales event, you can turn end of summer scaries into end of summer woes.
Pack a picnic into a 4Runner and hit up a mountain vista. Whoa! Haul a bouncy castle in a tundra. Whoa! Or take a BZ to an amusement park. Whoa! Keep your woes going this summer in a new Toyota.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Ruidoso's free summer concert series is back, and Friday nights just got a whole lot cooler. Join us from 6 to 8 p.m. in Wingfield Park every Friday, now through Labor Day weekend, for live country and Americana music under the cool mountain sky. It's relaxed, it's family-friendly, and it's the kind of summer night you'll want to hold on to. Bring the kids, bring your chairs, and let the music play. Cool summer nights every Friday in Midtown Ruidoso. Check out the full artist lineup at discoverruidoso.com/cool-summer-nights.
Now, back to the show.
Our morning show is always getting in trouble. Here's the latest voicemail from our program director.
Hey, I want to tell you something, okay? And I want to leave a message for you right now. You have insulted me for the last time. You don't have the brains, and I'm going to straighten your ass out when I see you. Do you understand me?
You better listen, because they might not be on much longer.
Sometimes we pretend to be normal, but that's boring. So we go back to being us. Be in the Breakfast Club. Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. Home of the lifetime Permian Powertrain promise.
August 12th is Middle Child Day. Of course, you didn't even notice. We can finally celebrate a day for the kid who grew up asking,
"Did anybody actually notice I was here?"
The oldest one got the new clothes. The youngest got attention.
Aww.
And the middle child got,
"Whose turn is it to take out the trash?"
But middle children are masters of survival. They can disappear from a family gathering, eat the last cookie, and nobody notices until the youngest starts crying. So find a middle child today and say, "We see you." Just be prepared. They've been waiting for 20 years to tell you exactly how you screwed them up. Warning, Middle Child Day may cause sibling resentment, competitive storytelling, and the sudden discovery that
Mom really did have a favorite.
Are you the middle child, Russ?
No, I'm an only lonely child.
Are you serious?
No brothers, no sisters, no nothing.
Will, are you the middle? Are you the baby?
Well, no. Technically, I am the middle child because I was the second born from my dad, but I was the firstborn from my mom.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
so, and since my sister never actually lived with us, I was like the oldest child. So I've got a baby brother. And well, speaking of baby brothers, I have to bring it up real quick because for Alamogordo, it's the first day of kindergarten today.
Oh,
and so my boy's baby brother, Bennett, is at his first day, and I just got pictures sent. He's got the little chalk slate. The first day of kindergarten, and it says his teacher's name is Miss Osborne. That he loves his mommy, daddy, brothers, Baxter, Arwen, which are the dogs, pizza, and Ninja Turtles. And when he wants to grow up, he wants to be a Ninja Turtle.
How cute!
Michelangelo is his favorite, and so of course he likes pizza because you couldn't be a Ninja Turtle and not like pizza.
Not like pizza.
Yeah, so he's officially 4, but he turns 5 coming up next month. So I guess but when I was a kid, I had to wait a whole year because of one day. But I guess now they let them start. I don't know, but
I think if they're turning 5 before when's his birthday, Will?
It's the 8th of September.
Yeah, there's probably
I can't believe Bennett is already in school in kindergarten.
I know, I thought he was little.
And everything passed so fast, it seems like last year when she had him. I mean.
Yeah, I know, right? He's about to be 5.
Oh, my goodness.
Pretty crazy.
Something else made me feel older. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. But what about you, Monica? Are you the middle
So
child?
I'm the third of 4. So I guess that kind of puts me middle
You're
slash
middle,
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle baby.
Yeah. Definitely the most different of my siblings, though. I will add to that.
You're the odd duck that eats dirt?
I'm the odd duck that eats dirt. I'm the only one that graduated high school, went to college, a little bit of college. I didn't graduate college.
Monty
but-
texted in this morning and said, "Okay, Russ, if Monica thinks you smell good, that means you smell like dirt."
Well, Stetson, it's kind of dirt.
Kind of a little rodeo dirt smelly. There you go.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a burning confession to make. These are my confessions. I ate rodeo dirt, y'all. I ate rodeo dirt.
Got
You
some of
realize
the
what
rodeo
those horses
dirt this
do on
year.
that
Well,
rodeo
check this
dirt, right,
out.
Monica?
Check this out. Yeah. So we were sitting above the bull chute one night, and them bulls, I mean, they just went
I'm just
to-
going to say, if you're eating rodeo dirt, there's bullshit in it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell you.
Exactly.
Well, that's why I just, filled up on my little bull chute last week.
You got some extra iron in your diet. So.
No, it kicked it up, and I was like,
You guys are making me very nervous. Talking about all those shoots.
Yeah.
don't. Anyways, I didn't taste that one necessarily that came flying up, but I did grab a little piece when we were leaving. Yeah, it was.
There you go.
It's
Had to know. Had to know what the. Well, I'm going to say I didn't like it when it happened, but I've tasted rodeo dirt several times. Usually wasn't voluntarily, but
We've got a couple of texts asking about the position Monica's leaving and asking about if it's available. And yes, we're, ideally, as B said, we're trying to find a clone. But if you would like to apply, whether you're male, female, and of course, equal opportunity, doesn't matter. But if you'd like to apply, all you got to do is email me your resume, will@mtdradio.com. Just email your resume and we will, of course, it'll be after the 31st of August, which is Monica's last day on the show, which she's already announced if you're just joining the show, because I'm sure we're going to get texts. Where's Monica going? She is devoting everything to her littles and going to stay home with them. And so that's something she's been called to do. And so we're supporting her and trying to see if we can fill the hole that she's going to leave, if possible.
And
if you'd like to talk on the radio for 4 hours a day, there you go.
And being able to eat dirt is not a requirement.
No, it is not. I mean, you can have some quirky things. It doesn't have to be dirt eating.
Right. If you've got if you have some other weird quirk, it's probably a probably a plus to be on this show. So
yeah, you don't want to be the only non-weird one.
Listen, it's tough.
Hiring after another failed DEI hire, really? Also liberal? Really?
Wow! You went there, didn't you, bud?
He sure did.
That was actually funny, Oldfield liberal. I'll give you credit. I give liberals credit when they do something funny.
Freeman says he's the baby of his family. Are you, Freeman? Is that why you did whatever you wanted to do and got in trouble? I feel like that's why my little brother still does what he wants to do, because he's the baby. My parents still treat him like the baby. And he's damn near 40 years old. Is that why, Freeman? No offense, Monica, but have you ever gotten pinworms from eating dirt? Listen, Karen, I don't know. I'm sure, but I take ivermectin to double down.
Where are you scoring ivermectin?
I mix ivermectin with my dirt, okay? There you have it, Republican Karen. And I eat a lot of garlic, like on a daily.
Jason said he sent you that Babylon Bee commercial on Instagram, Monica. He said it's hilarious. And it is, if you haven't seen it.
Justin Bilbo just sent it to me on my phone, and I listened to it during the break. And it is hilarious. It's much funnier if you're seeing the video, so we'd probably lose something in translation if we played it over the air. But it it's so hilarious. So, and I wanted to brag on somebody that texted me on text line, our cookie guy from Tradio, Charlie. You know Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
We all know Charlie. Good morning, my friends. Hope you guys are having a great and blessed day. Pam and I are on the Mediterranean diet. We've lowered our cholesterol significantly. I've lost 25 pounds, and Pam has lost 12 pounds in about 20 days. If you can drop 12 pounds in 20 days, you're working at it. That's good. That is fantastic.
That is really good.
And while I have the mic, I'm going to thank Rig Outfitters and Home Store for being such a big part of being the Breakfast Club. Located in the Broadmoor Mall, exclusive collections of FR jeans, coveralls, gloves, shirts, coats, other oil field gear like hard hats, work boots, steel-toed boots, safety gear, furniture. Man, they have some of the prettiest furniture. I'm looking at a couch I want to buy from Rig Outfitters right now. Appliances, electronics, zero down financing. Just go to rigoutfitters.com, and also all of your cooling needs, cooler needs. I want to thank them for donating a fantastic cooler and big, beautiful Stanley tumbler for the Lee County Fair and Rodeo prizes we gave out this year. 2 of those tumblers and 2 of those coolers. Hard hat, shades, cooling sweatbands, neck garters, arm sleeve protection, neck shades, vented hard hats. Nobody will have the selection. If they do, stay cooler for the summer. Shop Rig Outfitters and Home Store. I want to thank them this morning for being part of being Breakfast Club.
And while you're on Joe, Will, did you see Joe's brand new wrapped Rig Outfitters truck?
I did, as a matter of fact.
It's beautiful.
Pretty fantastic, isn't it?
Yes. I was like, Joe, this is nice. I was like, so did you quit driving the vet? And he's like, for the meanwhile.
Yeah, well, he's got to, show off and.
Absolutely.
No, but it's definitely he did. They did a great job on that for sure.
They did.
So, I know we've got a lot of texts that came in that we haven't got to. Monica, I don't know if you're able to catch up because I know you where you were because I lost track.
Okay, I'm going to go to the realist texter. What people don't understand is that Epstein is a small fish in a big ocean of pedophiles. Look up the Red Shoe Mafia. It has to do with all the elites in the world that are pedophiles. Just saying, do your homework, people. Get your heads out of your rears. And Trucker Gary says, good morning, guys. And Monica, Deb Holland is a stupid Bia. She's so dang stupid, she can't spell her full name, Debbie. I'm seriously thinking of selling my house and moving to Lubbock if she wins. New Mexico, as we know it, will be a disaster if Deb wins. Thank you for your awesome show, said Trucker Gary. And Jeffro sent a bunch of mad and angry and sad and...
It had to do with the Reba.
Oh.
There are a lot of people that don't like the Reba national anthem.
I gotcha.
She warbles people. That's what she does.
Roy from Dallas said, if a federal judge is appointed by a president, couldn't a president unappoint the same judge and appoint his or her own? I don't know. I don't know the rules on that.
And I've got one from Donald who's backing me up. Just so everybody knows, federal judges can't override the president. The only one that can is the Supreme Court, or if the Congress passes it in the House and Senate, something that is against the president, so they can override vetoes and stuff like that. But federal judge, if it's a law, they can put different, let's say, blocks in place. But there is something specific about an executive order. Mm-hmm. So this federal judge is out of line trying to override an executive order. So this is immediately going to be bounced to the Supreme Court.
Sure.
Doesn't stop them from trying.
That's right. And Reba sings that anthem like she's trying to teach it to a bunch of Jose. Chingon says, I'd like to give a shout out to my son Wyatt. He missed his first day of senior year to go to a concert, but he's LIVIN, living. And I'm the baby, Will. I had to wait a whole year because my birthday is September 15th, said Patricia in Tennessee. Haas from Artesia said, I'm the oldest. Since my dad passed 2 years ago, I'm the oldest of the family as well. And Sooner fan said, I'm so sorry to hear that you're leaving, Monica, but I'm proud for your babies and that you're going to be there with them. But when they get grown, come back and take care of these big babies. Aw. You know, the other day, I was doing the dishes and I was thinking about them and I was thinking about work, and I'm going to try my hardest not to cry. And I've never been so happy in what I've done. But like, you know, you just have to follow that still small voice, because whenever you don't, like, it's when you get into things that you shouldn't. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
So I just, was thinking, like, how can this work, God? Like, I've never loved an audience so much. Like, I genuinely love you guys. Like, I talk about y'all to other people on a daily basis. Like, I know y'all. I'll be like, so-and-so on the text line said this, and so-and-so on the text line said that. And I don't know. Maybe God will show me something, or I don't know, possibly keep me. I don't know. Will, have you thought of anything yet?
Of what? What are we talking?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just pop in and say hi some mornings, or I don't know.
Well, we had some texters say that you ought to call in like Frank does.
Yeah,
and
like,
give us a hard time.
And just give you guys a hard time. I don't know that I could ramble on like well, maybe I could ramble on like Frank.
Tom A used to do that for a while till you lost our number.
Lost the phone number, can't remember.
Yep. Charlie says, I also wanted to say to Monica, your laugh will be missed so much. Nobody laughs like you do. Good luck to you, my friend. Charlie, I appreciate you so much.
Boy, James the Liberal's on a roll. He just keeps on sending stuff.
What did
James,
he send? Let me click on it.
It's just one thing after another.
Yeah. The IT tech said, I missed it. Where are you going, Monica? I'm going to stay home for a while. My littles, IT tech, work on some things from the house. And Big Trucker C says, do the show from your house.
Hey, that's reserved for me now. Come on.
Do you want me to go ahead and check mark the John Woody one? You got his info?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and check that one. Smokey says, at some point they went to the landfill to dig up some old Atari games. I want to say it was E.T. They went out and dug them up because someone, did you read that one? Someone had one. Okay. Someone had one, went to sell it, and it was worth a lot of money. So they were like, hold on, let me go get them. Do you remember that, Will?
There's a whole landfill in Alamogordo that has and there was a whole big controversy over that a couple of years ago. And so it's a whole big thing with the Atari ET games. But see, I remember playing that Atari game. That was one of the most annoying games. And I still played it over and over and over. And it still gives me nightmares to this day, that damn ET Atari game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was almost as bad as Pitfall.
Hey, I like Pitfall. I like the alligators and the little stick vine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ron says, what kind of sandwich was it that little boy was eating? It could have been liverwurst or something nasty like that. And Brian Worthington said, my son has autism, and I would be pissed off if they had tried to do that to him. I would definitely sue the school because autism is special needs. And the dude from Lovington, speaking to B, last time I had jury duty, I had over $800 in lost wages. So now I don't want to do my civic duty. Okay. And Jeff Rowe said, shut up, James, the texter. Nobody likes you. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm sure somebody likes you.
Yeah. Caden from Eunice said, with the state of these schools, if kids played cops and robbers, they'd be expelled and investigated for conspiracy to commit robbery. Shaking my head. Artesia fan said, throw the jury summons in the trash. It is delivered by the Postal Service, and you know how they are. And 63-year-old Christian said, call Tom and get him to sing happy birthday. And Monica's replacement, where are you going, Monica? We're going to miss you. Mario B. from Lovington said, I swear, can't keep people hired for more than a year. No one wants to be a long-term employee. Shaking my head. Are you talking about me, Mario?
I was wondering if he's talking about you, but he had sent that randomly at a weird time. So I thought maybe he was just frustrated with his own situation, but maybe he is talking about you.
Maybe he is talking to me.
I've been here for 13 years.
You sure have. But you've been in radio for a long time.
Off and on, because I did do
radio.
other things, but I started in radio 50 years ago.
50?
I've been on and off with MTD since 1999.
Oh my goodness. And here I was thinking that 8 years for me was it you or Kevin that gave me my first chance in radio?
It was me.
It was you?
Will.
Okay,
Yep.
It was Will. So when I was on 107, I did 2 years or a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then went to the other place and then came back. So altogether, I've got About 8 years.
People like me and Will in this business call that a cup of coffee.
Okay.
I'm just
Is that just a little sip?
I'm just
A little sip. I don't have anything on y'all.
Technically, Monica, B was your manager at that time,
Uh-huh.
but I was the one that actually did the hiring at that
Okay,
point,
so you said, "All right, let's give her," and I'm thankful for it. Honestly, this has been incredible.
And you got to realize before I went here, me and Will were friends and worked more or less not together, but we worked in the same market in Ruidoso.
Mhm.
I'm there now in the afternoon. I was also there in the afternoon over 20 years ago.
Mhm.
So,
Wow,
the radio world's a small world.
it is a small world. That I will agree with.
there's a handful of us.
Yeah, and there's some that I think shouldn't be, but they
Well,
are.
they seem to gravitate towards a certain company and then
Yeah.
stay there.
Yeah,
good
that's
for
fine.
them. The ones that are good leave, like all of us.
Right.
Amen.
We took all the talent from that company and formed our own, basically.
I know
He left them. I left them. Jason left them. Monica left them. Russ left. Is there? There's only a few people, and they just never worked for him, but they never left.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true. I'm all All right. Do we need to get to it?
We
get
have
to a
we done
sponsor?
the boob of the day? Who's doing the
we got to
boob?
do. I'm doing
do
boob.
need to
We
do
got
boob of
to
the day.
get our sponsor,
Yeah,
Desert
let's-
Functional.
Brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Has medical professionals on staff. They offer functional medicine such as natural supplements, stem cells therapy, ozone therapy. Ladies, they offer hormone optimization. Desert Functional Medicine believes in treating the root cause of the problem, not just numbing and numbing the systems. Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, 3900 North Lovington Highway, Suite 550 in Hobbs, 575-964-8025, 575-964-8025. They bring you the boob of the day.
So you've probably seen mugshots where criminals are wearing, those ironic message shirts. But this is new. Troopers in Arizona arrested a driver on Saturday who was driving under the influence. They originally pulled him over for a broken taillight, but when they talked to the driver, there were obvious signs of impairment. Well, the driver even admitted to drinking and driving. Oops. And a blood alcohol test confirmed it 2.5 times the legal limit. The crazy part was the driver had a vanity license plate on the front of his vehicle, said arrive alive, and around the edges it said drive sober or get pulled over.
Oh, God.
Oh, the
Wow.
irony.
Ouch.
Yeah, the police said a lesson in practice what you preach. Congratulations, dude, for drinking and driving with your vanity license plate that says drive sober or get pulled over. You are the boob of the day.
All right.
Irony just too big there. I thought you were going to go to what I was planning for my boob of the day. Did you hear the story, Miss North Carolina, USA, Brittany Bolton House?
B's back in the building.
Hey, look who just walked in.
Oh, my Lord.
He got out of jury duty. I told you I thought he was going to get out that quick.
I was going to run the place.
They run you out of there, didn't they?
What'd they say? Bye.
Wish. It took more time to get through security and wait than it did to go in there, and they canceled the trial.
Well, praise the Lord for canceled trials.
But I got excused to go to my
I knew it. I knew it. I knew in my heart.
I
you
went
were.
to the back and talked to
That's
a lady who was very, very nice till I hadn't heard back from the judge. And they let me go. She said, "You're excused. They'll
That
see you tomorrow."
is
wonderful.
Wait, they said they'll see you tomorrow.
No, they said I'm excused when I come back in the town.
Okay.
So God bless him.
Praise the Lord. All right. We just read a sponsor card. Russ was going to tell a story, and then after that, we'll cut to a break.
The ones I give you, the only ones you have left. Everything else is done.
God bless.
Give us your story, Russ.
Oh, Miss North Carolina.
She got kicked out.
Yeah, she got kicked out for saying the. Here she is. She
was singing a rap song.
Yeah,
Will.
she was.
Russ.
She was lined up to do it. She was basically, she was doing a rap song. She used the N-word, and So she actually washed out her career and is going to lose her title and everything.
She'll end up on Fox.
Well, I mean,
she'll sue.
I heard she's got a TV deal on a new show called Here Comes Honky Boo Boo.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think. Look, I think she's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll be okay. But if it's such a bad word, quit glorifying the word.
That's part of the lyrics in the song, right?
Yeah.
But is she a white girl?
Yeah. Oh, of course she is.
Okay, so why would you sing that?
Well,
got to have better judgment than that.
That is true. All right, it's 8:58. B's back in the building. We are going to take a quick break and get some of the news in.
We'll keep
or do you want to
updated.
keep going?
No, we can take a break.
Let's do that.
Whatever you guys need.
All right.
News this morning being brought to you by our buddies, friends at Fens, our friends at Fens. And, of course, Artesia savings going on this week include the whole chicken, 99 cents a pound. Get the sirloin cut pork chops, $1.39 a pound. Round roast, $4.99 a pound. Baby back ribs for $2.99 and a pound. And they've got the extra large seedless watermelons for $6.99 each. Roma tomatoes, 99 cents a pound. Plus, they got the avocados, 5-count bag for just $2.99. Don't forget to download the exclusive digital coupon. You can do that on the website and save right now. Plus, they have Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, other flavors. 20-pack is $11.99. Bluebell ice cream is $5.99. The coldest beer in town. You can find it at Fens. And in the deli department, they've got the oven-roasted turkey breast for $4.48 a pound and the roast beef for $14.98 a pound. Coldest beer in Artesia. Don't forget to check out the deli. It's all going on at Fens and Artesia.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. New information about why President Trump switched from Air Force One to a military plane for his flight home from last month's NATO summit in Turkey.
According to various reports overnight, the threat to Air Force One was from a shoulder-fire missile that he found out about from Israel.
Fox's Peter Doocy at the White House. In South Carolina, a field of 10, now just 2, interim South Carolina Senator Darlene Graham.
I want to thank President Trump, his steadfast support, and his complete and total endorsement.
She'll face Congressman Ralph Norman in the August 25th runoff for her late brother's Senate seat. Far-left Democratic Socialist Francesca Hong losing to establishment Democrat David Crowley by less than a percentage point in the Wisconsin primary for governor. America's listening to Fox News.
When your crew's waiting on rock or sand, excuses don't move dirt. You need material delivered on time, period. J&H Services Incorporated supplies construction and oil field companies across southeastern New Mexico, West Texas, and the Permian Basin with quality aggregate materials and dependable delivery. Concrete sand, masonry sand, crusher fines, multiple rock sizes ready for your next job. No headaches, no runaround. Just reliable service from a company built to work as hard as you do. Call 575-393-6204 or visit jhservicesinc.com.
Let's take a look at your KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9. The delays are pretty heavy in spots on Coors Boulevard going southbound as you pass by Coors Road in toward Paseo del Norte. Then again near Montano Road, you'll find delays in toward I-40, also getting a lot slower. I-40 will hit the brakes pretty heavy going eastbound from before Coors Boulevard on or off toward I-25. And the northbound side of I-25, there's a very heavy merging delay that begins gradually after Central Avenue around toward the point where traffic gets on from I-40. This is also causing a backup to form gradually on westbound I-40 after Carlisle Boulevard around toward the ramp to go north onto I-25. KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9, brought to you by the Ragsdale Law Firm. If you've been injured, call the Luke Ragsdale Law Firm, 575-208-5300, or visit them online at ragsdalelawfirm.com. That's an updated look at KDAZ traffic. I'm Rick Dixon for Conservative Talk, ABQ 700, FM 96.9.
What's really going on? Daniel Velos here, Permian Ford Lincoln, owner of Sanger and Del Paso, Hobbs America! Hey, no, for real, August Super Sale is on. I'm excited to tell you very confidently that we have the best pricing within 500 miles. Bigger than Texas, baby. Check us out online, PermianFord.net. If you can't find what you're looking for, we'll go get it. It's easy.
Permian Ford, Truck Central USA.
Hear ye, hear ye. Step back in time for the time of your life at the 5th Annual Cabin City Renaissance Festival. Bigger than ever before. Bring the whole family for a weekend of pure magic, merriment, and unforgettable adventure. Witness thrilling armored combat and spectacular brand new performances. Feast on bountiful food and drink as you explore multiple stages of non-stop entertainment and discover unique treasures from over 100 artisan vendors. Don't miss the grandest event of the season, September 25th and 26th at the Carlsbad Beach Park. Advertisement paid for by the City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
You keep America running. Now it's time to celebrate you. Oilfield workers, bring your friends and family to the Great American Energy Comeback Tour, Monday, August 17th from 12:30 to 4 at the Busch Convention Center in Midland. Enjoy barbecue, entertainment, and a celebration of the people powering America with special guest U.S. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright. Register at permianpartnership.org/energy rally. Paid for by the American Petroleum Institute.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
For over 30 years, Franklin Veterinary Clinic has been providing compassionate and comprehensive veterinary care to small and large pets and their families. When you visit the clinic, you can expect to be greeted by a courteous receptionist, clean exam rooms, friendly doctors, and caring technicians. Franklin Veterinary Clinic is proud to serve Lincoln County and beyond, including Ruidoso, Capitan, Hondo, Lincoln, Carrizozo, Nogales, Cloudcroft, Roswell, Alamogordo, Chula Rosa, and the Corona area. For an appointment, telephone 575-378-4708.
This show is powered by Permian Ford. Stop by and see Daniel Bellis today.
Snooze. Need more snooze.
Be in the Breakfast Club. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. Listen to the end, because you might, miss something. Be part of the show. Call 877-396-W105.
And it's already 9:05. I was going to play something, but I missed it. It's middle child day today. Are you a middle child?
Nope. But we were talking about that earlier. I'm a lonely only child, and Will is a big brother child.
Yeah, and I'm the middle child.
And I'm the middle baby.
You're a middle baby.
Uh-huh.
So middle child day going on. I should have said mental child day going
for
on.
You.
Yeah. Today is the day the Earth is supposed to lose gravity for about 7 seconds. I'm going to stand by all day and see if it does. 7 seconds, we're supposed to lose gravity. I don't know what that means.
Now,
I don't know what it means.
When is that supposed to happen?
It doesn't say. It just says today. They want to make sure that you're standing by.
So if you go flying off the road, what?
You never know.
No, well, if your third nip just starts to crawling everywhere.
7 seconds is
crawling everywhere.
A long time if we totally
7
lose
seconds
gravity.
is actually a decent amount of time. And a 27-year-old man is in police custody after allegedly breaking into Kim Kardashian's $60 million mansion in Los Angeles in the Hidden Hills. If it's the Hidden Hills, how the hell did he find it? He took her car for a joyride.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't Lamar Odom. It was not Lamar Odom. Dangerous drug-resistant fungus is spreading across the United States. Have you noticed we've had all these outbreaks?
It's election
yes.
time. It's election time. They're getting ready.
So Mark Siegel on Fox unpacked the fungus spreading the United States. Drug-resistant fungus reported in 27 states so far. Most of those are in California, a lot of them in California. But you've had some cases in Texas, Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio, Louisiana, Illinois, Arizona, Michigan, Virginia, and Pennsylvania. So we got a bunch of cases. California alone's got 873. So if it is drug resistant, how do they treat it? How do you kill the fungus if it's drug? And then they're saying, contamination could be on bed rails, doorknobs, medical equipment.
Voting booths, so there you're going to have to mail in your votes.
Fungus.
B, as I suspected, man, your prep is all about misinformation. Yeah, the whole gravity thing, that's not real.
What the heck?
The
You
Earth
looked
will
it
not
up?
lose. And if the Earth lost gravity for even 5 seconds,
where is that
unanchored
story?
objects, water and air would drift upward due to inertia because the Earth is still moving forward. But the Earth can't lose gravity because it's based on mass.
All right, where the hell is that story?
Unless we lost mass. But
it is from a prep site.
NASA confirmed that that's a hoax.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
It's a viral internet rumor claiming that the Earth will experience a temporary gravity blackout or lose gravity for 7 seconds on 8/12 is entirely false.
Ah, see? Right here on the Hunter's Prep. Maybe that's the reason. It's Hunter's humor. And I was going to hop on the scale and say I lost weight.
I had the same thought that if we lose gravity, that's when Tom A. Reese will step on the scale.
Yeah. No doubt. 3 states are set to hold execution on the same day. First time this has happened since 2010. Tennessee, Alabama, and Oklahoma all holding executions coming up tomorrow. It's been 16 years since this happened that we've had 3 states, 3 people dying all on the same day. You ever thought that maybe New Mexico, the crime would go down if we had the death penalty or extreme crimes, penalties for crimes? Think our crime rate would go down?
I think it'd be a deterrent.
Probably.
Maybe. And Bernalillo County looking to hire poll workers, not at the strip club, at the polling sites for the November election. So if you think that you want to be a poll worker, they are looking for people. And I would think a lot of counties are looking for poll workers. And we need poll workers. We also need poll watchers. Don't look at me like that, Russ. Poll watchers. I'm talking about the people that go and make sure there's accountability in our voting. Republicans need poll watchers to go out there and make sure there's no shenanigans going on.
Well, now there's the big question going on there. Should ICE be allowed at polling sites?
And I don't believe anybody has ever said that ICE was going to go out to polling sites.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. The Democrats are all up in arms that ICE cannot be at polling sites. There wasn't any plan. Wasn't anybody ever said ICE was.
But if they were, what's the deal? What you afraid of? If only Americans are voting, what's the problem?
True.
What is the problem?
It's so because one side of the aisle is fighting to not have regulated elections that involve only the American voter, and one side is. So that should tell you all you need to know.
Nuts. All right, WNBA back in the news again today. Boomer Esiason, great football player. Isn't he like the former MVP? Yeah, and is he in the Hall of Fame yet? I think he is. And he goes on to talk about this white privilege thing in the WNBA. And he said there's one place that racism should never be. That's in sports, in athletics. Because a team is coming together. He said, when I played, nobody cared what color somebody was. All they cared about is, hey, guard, make your block. Tackle, make your block. Don't let that linebacker kill me. So the whole idea about white privilege is crazy. And the city of Santa Fe Police Department is reminding the community to beware of bears. And encouraging people not to try to take pictures with bears.
People trying to do that in Santa Fe? If there's any city where I can see people being brain dead enough to try to take a picture with a bear, it'd be Santa Fe.
They do it. I was watching a video of this lady, and she's like talking to a bear that walked on her porch with its 2 cubs. And she's like, "Hey, mama." And the bear walks right up to her sliding glass door, and she casually closes it on the bear's nose.
How are you doing today?
I was like, you are so lucky that mama bear didn't go, "Oh, snack, munch."
How are you doing today? Isn't this nice that you came to visit? Nuts. All right, high school football player in Arkansas practiced for more than an hour. You know what was in his helmet?
What? I know. It was a snake.
Yeah, a cottonmouth.
Yeah.
A cottonmouth snake coiled up inside his helmet.
A poisonous snake.
Yeah, poisonous.
Snake.
Yeah, and they must have some big helmets in Arkansas. No, it was actually a not mature snake, and those are the worst because they say the big snakes, they know how much venom. They're not going to give you all the venom, but the baby snakes don't understand that yet, and they'll unload on you.
Yeah, the regulation isn't quite matured yet, and so they just give it all to you.
Yeah, and so the kid now refuses to play without his lucky snake. He's like, "I'm not playing the game without the lucky snake." Thank God that turned out to be okay. Crazy. California City issues a state of the emergency. They had a cyber attack yesterday. Their 911 system was down in Northern California and San Luis City, California. That's close to the Bay Area. And we're seeing more and more of this cyber attacks on water systems, water plants, and now on 911 systems. How much do you think of that is Iran?
A load of it.
A lot of it. A lot of it. I think a lot of the problems is going to be Iran in the future, hacking in, doing crazy things.
A attack on our water delivery systems or our electrical systems or something, that constitutes a war power act.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, Rosie O'Donnell.
Do we have to?
Will still hasn't got over the video of Rosie O'Donnell with the curlers in the hair. What a sight. Anyway, she was on Saturday Night Live. She was on the Star. I didn't even know Saturday Night Live had a star, Amy Poehler. And she said, being gay is no different than being left-handed or having blue eyes. You're pretty much right. Yeah, I'm going to agree with Rosie. Some people will notice I have blue eyes. Some people won't. If I don't point it out to them, everybody, yeah. Left-handed.
If I drape myself in a big rainbow flag and go,
Pride!
Yeah.
And make everything about, your gayness. And Democrats in Washington State are rushing through to approve $20 million program for health care for migrants. The program expenditures finds the funds only covered about 173 migrants. And so the price tag was $20 million for 173 illegal aliens. And they think it's a great idea. Washington State. You ought to just make them part of California because they think the same way. 173 migrants. You go read the whole story. It's on Breitbart this morning. Democrats spent $20 million in health care for a health care program for 173 illegal aliens. Wow. And they thought it was a pretty good investment. See, people like that forget that our money is not your money. Taxpayer money is not your money. This is why you should spend it wisely. Monica and the text. We'll get to the text. We'll take our break. Good news coming up.
Roy from Dallas said, has anyone noticed how hard they're pushing and advertising the WNBA? The reason is it's tanking and hemorrhaging cash like a shark victim. James, the liberal, said, hey, Jethro, I don't want friends that are willing to be pedo protectors. Thanks for weeding yourself out.
Because he said you had no friends? James, that's a little bit of a stretch there, don't you think, bud?
Hashtag said, so since the Earth rotating creates gravity, the Earth is going to stop rotating for 7 seconds and start back up. Donna and David from Lovington wanted to let you know that rodeo dirt is organic. David is an only child. Donna is a middle and always was ganged up on my older and younger sisters. They were partners. I was the outlaw. Jeff says it's 6:30 Pacific time on the gravity thing. And Monica, you will be missed. It's always been a good show, and you brought something special, extra to the show. Good luck to you. Batty Bird said the reason reporters were left on the AF1 is simple. They were shooting a low-budget version of Snakes on a Plane. Caden from Eunice said, I'm on my way to Pagosa Springs, Colorado today. Does anyone know if the Frijoles fire has caused any road closures? Because that's the way I'm headed.
Yeah, I don't think any road closures.
No, nothing at the moment, but Caden, just in case you ever need it.
Hold on.
nmroads.com.
Wait a second. Let me check with Teresa Legger Fernandez.
She's the expert on the Frijoles fire.
Oh,
but,
Lord.
nmroads.com, Caden.
Vern from Wink said, I'm sure going to miss you, Monica. Those young ones grow up so fast, though, and they'll be so happy having their mama home. My baby is 44 years old today. It really does go by fast. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. These last 4 years have gone by extremely fast. Republican Karen said, they should make polling sites like Las Vegas casinos. If they'd stop spending our tax money on stupid stuff, we probably could make this happen. And Texas Tower Dog said, good morning, Breakfast Club. About the sibling question, I'm the youngest and oldest of all of my siblings. How so? Do you have two separate families, Texas Tower Dog?
Maturity.
I'm guessing
facts.
only child, maybe.
Yeah. Monica, Will needs to just let you bring the kiddos to the station. Oh, no. Good morning, everybody. Morning charge. Oh, my good Lord. Y'all have a blessed day. That was short-lived, Frankie Sachet Chate. Matt Dog, good luck. Gonna miss you, but time with your kids you'll never get back. Be blessed, says Matt Dog. And good luck, our little our life. Good luck, our little our life. Oh, Monica leaving. What did I miss? No. Tennessee volunteer. And Wancho, I will watch that TikTok whenever I am able to. Last one, B. Remember when brooms would stand up by themselves because of gravity? I would tell the wife that is the new handicap place for witches.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're coming back. Good news of the day coming up next. Already 9:21. News this morning being brought to you by Roach Air Conditioning and Heating. Your choice for your next HVAC job. They've got the experience to take care of you. Our go-to guy, air condition not working, we call Enrique Rocha. He's the guy. He takes care of us. We're supposed to be over 100 again today. And if the AC is not working this morning, it's probably not going to be working this afternoon when it's going to be like 102 plus. Call Enrique Rocha, 575-631-1999, Roach Air Conditioning and Heating. We're coming right back. Good news of the day. Up next, we're B and the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. The Chavez County Sheriff's Department, Roswell Police Department, and FBI are asking for the public's help in 3 recent homicide investigations. Kent Hoffman's body was found in the Hondo River Channel on June 14th. Andrew Lujan Huerta was found in the same channel on July 14th. And Carl Afsprung was found 10 miles east of Roswell on July 29th. Anyone with information is asked to call 800-225-5324 or visit tips.fbi.gov. And 2 members of the New Mexico Truth Commission are raising concerns over how the panel's first interim report was handled. Representatives Andrea Reeb and Bill Hall say they were shocked to learn the final report left out mention of Democratic gubernatorial candidate Deb Haaland's September 2014 flight aboard an Epstein-connected airplane. Reeb and Hall say all 4 commission members agreed on August 4th to include the flight with Haaland, which was verified through documents released under the Federal Epstein Files Transparency Act. But the reference was removed without their knowledge before the reports released the next day. Reeb said, "The commission is supposed to be about finding the truth, wherever that leads." And Albertsons' parent company is recalling nearly 60 store-made products over possible salmonella contamination. The United Family says the products all contain pico de gallo, made with jalapenos linked to Ron's Homestyle Foods. Some of the affected items were sold at Albertsons Market, and Market Street stores in New Mexico. If you've purchased any of these products, return them for a refund or throw them away. A link to the full list is in the news section on our website. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
MTD Radio News this hour being brought to you by Estacado Federal Credit Union, with branches in Hobbs, Lovington, Eunice, and Denver City, Texas. For more information, find them at estacadofcu.com.
Make the strong move to CDs, a guaranteed rate of return on an insured investment. With us, your total share deposits are now insured by NCUA for $250,000. When you invest with us, we reinvest locally. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number. You're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
Let's take a look at your KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9. The southbound side of Coors Boulevard, that's pretty slow at this point, heading down from Coors Road in toward Paseo del Norte. After that, you'll find delays on and off very heavy in spots between Montano Road and I-40. The eastbound side of I-40, that's slowing on and off as you head in from Coors Boulevard in toward I-25. That's very slow toward the ramp to go northbound. And you'll find delays on northbound I-25 approaching the merge with I-40. The southbound side of I-25 continues to slow as you pass by San Mateo Boulevard as you head toward Montgomery Boulevard. You run better otherwise toward I-40 after that. KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9, brought to you by the Ragsdale Law Firm. If you've been injured, call the Luke Ragsdale Law Firm, 575-208-5300, or visit them online at ragsdalelawfirm.com. That's an updated look at KDAZ traffic. I'm Rick Dixon for Conservative Talk, ABQ 700, FM 96.9.
Wanting an affordable, quiet place to park your RV while you're working in or around Carlsbad? WWRV is 3 RV parks with one goal: to be a quiet place for their working tenants. 162 RV sites with 30 and 50 amp available. All utilities are included in the price, including premier wired internet at each site for your gaming and movie streaming. WWRV is pet friendly and well lit with plenty of street lights. Get pricing and contact info by visiting their website at www.rvx3.com or call 575-988-0392 for WWRV.
In a world where making your brand stand out is more important than ever, how do you ensure your business shines? It starts with the right partner, someone who understands the power of promotional products to elevate your brand. Imagine a company with access to thousands of customizable items ready to fit any industry, purpose, and budget. Picture a team dedicated to turning your goals into tangible results. Awesome Graphics, located at 915 West Broadway in Hobbs, New Mexico, is the trusted choice for businesses seeking to promote their brand with impact. From uniforms and caps to tumblers and calendars, Awesome Graphics offers a vast selection of products for employees, customers, and business events. They assist with product selection, artwork, pricing, and delivery, ensuring a seamless experience from start to finish. Whether you're preparing for a trade show or recognizing employees, Awesome Graphics helps you put your name in the hands of those who matter. Visit myawesomegraphics.com to learn more and make your brand unforgettable.
Attention Roswell and Chaves County residents. There's a new newspaper in town, the Roswell Tribune. Find it at roswelltribune.com. All your local news at your fingertips. Get local sports, government coverage, and opinions updated daily. Online at roswelltribune.com. The Roswell Tribune has a staff of local and regional reporters you know who know you. Our reporters ask the questions and report the facts, then you decide. roswelltribune.com. For the latest news, weather, and sports, visit roswelltribune.com.
Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
I decide when I'm done.
All right, good news coming up next. Already 9:28. Good news being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes. Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance. They can take care of your commercial insurance. Get in touch with Rustin Hayes right across the street from Bob's in Lovington, proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
Our good news of the day is that you do not have to attend jury duty.
Well, unless they call me tomorrow.
That really is our good news of the day.
I mean, if they call me tomorrow, I guess I got to go. But I'm excused coming up the 14th through the 28th.
So you were just excused for the day then?
No. What happened was they plea bargained. Imagine that. They plea bargained the trial. So they came up with a solution, so no trial needed. So there's like 50 people that showed up, went through security, sat down. The judge came in and said, we've come to an agreement. You're no longer needed. But thank you for doing your civic duty.
Wow.
I heard one guy say, oh, hell no, I'm not going back to work.
I'm off for the day.
I'm off for the day. I'm going fishing or whatever. Hey, we got Russ Black coming up with Tradio. We'll get to that coming up in just a second. Well, I feel blessed this morning.
Yeah, you are. I knew.
I feel blessed that I'll be able to go see my mom. It's been way too long. I feel blessed that I'll be able to make that drive. So now to get oil changed today, get my clothes washed, and get ready to go. So
I have one little short thing because we're fixing to lose Stream, and he's watching us from the hospital in Lubbock, I believe, this morning. But a Mason brother of mine and a good friend of mine and somebody that everybody knows around the area, Helene Marcus, yesterday had a wall fall on him at a construction site. Broke 4 vertebrae
goodness.
Crushed 1 foot. He's in the Lubbock Medical Center right now, and he's a fan of the show. And good wishes and prayers out for Helene.
I hope you're up, walking, and breaking down walls coming soon.
Yeah, he will be. He will be. He's a strong guy.
God bless. All right, Tradio is coming up next. We're going to keep you updated with everything going on throughout the day. If you got something to buy, sell, or trade, Tradio next, right here on these stations.
Let's take a look at your KDAZ traffic on Conservative Talk, ABQ, AM 700, FM 96.9. The southbound side of Coors Boulevard, that's pretty slow at this point, heading down from Coors Road in toward Paseo